story. Maybe because he felt sorry for you, as a sort of like extension of like secondhand embarrassment, uh, he would have like interrupted and sorry, hold on, my fucking okay. Um, maybe kind of like clapped real loud after your song was over and then kind of says, walks over and says, I met those guys one time. They're kind of crazy. Like wild stuff happened. And he would have gone into detail about his time that he spent with the Fandalorians and how they saved his logging camp and how they fought this mythical boar that was made out of lightning, or so he heard. Saved his men. Oh no, I guess he was there, huh?
Yeah.
Saved his men and would have talked about how they slew the dragon. Um, Kind of just a rough recap of kind of what the Fandalorians had been up to. Um, and he'll even make mention that they moved on down towards Leylon, and he hasn't seen them since. It's been a long time, and that he looks back on that time fondly, and um, they kind of helped him figure himself out a little bit, where he was previously kind of affiliated with the Tyrellians. He's now since like cut them off and is no longer like doing business with them, because before he was very much a like money's money. I don't care where it comes from kind of guy. But having met the Fandalorians and been a part of their journey, he like now uh, kind of walks a more narrow path, and he's kind of choosing to do right and not just turn a blind eye to maybe some like bad stuff that's he's done in the past. He would have put you in contact with a woman named Octavia, who he knows and understands to have connection to them still, and thinks that they would be she would be the best person for the job for tracking you guys down. Um, Having met her, she would have uh, had a conversation with you to kind of vet you a little bit.
Okay.
How as she would be vetting you, she would be asking you questions about like what your skill sets are, where you're from, um, things like that. Just the kind of questions you want to know about somebody that you have to kind of trust. Can you trust them? How like truthful or forthcoming would you be with some of that information? Like, would you give vague answers? Would you give very direct answers?
Okay, well, that's very broad, and I think I would give very broad answers. I'd give very the fuck? My Google's going off over here. Talking about AI. Um, um, I'm going to give very broad and vague answers to very broad and vague questions. The more detailed they get, that answer might change, but in generally speaking, um, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll spin it this way, or not spin it, but I'll say it this way. Like in my mind, I am the greatest bard that ever lived.
Mhm.
Um, and it is a blessing upon those that I will be helping that I am there. Right? Very pompous, very but again, very broad strokes because there's no direct question. And if we want to get into the direct questions, then we can, I guess, role play that more. But generally speaking, very broad answers, very pompous.
Mhm. So you're kind of presenting yourself as like a bit of a glory seeker, maybe somebody that's wanting to like make their name in the world, and
Yeah, yeah.
maybe not like in a braggy. Well, I guess it does sound like you're kind
It's a
of
little
being
bit
braggy.
braggy. It's a little
Yeah,
bit braggy. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Um, Yeah. Well, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. First roll of your character.
Right.
Or performance, whichever you prefer.
For performance.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they're the same. 10.
Okay. Um,
I think that spells out what we can have in store for this new chapter.
um, she would try to dissuade you and say that the path that they're on is probably not for somebody who is just looking for fame and glory. She would explain that uh, they're doing the world a favor by partaking in their quests, and she'll really kind of drive home the like importance of what they're doing in the world. How would you convince her otherwise?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna jump into role play then, because it sounds like we're getting there. And I'm gonna throw a disclaimer out there. I haven't quite figured out what voice I want to stick with, so this may change. But at least for now, this is kind of the voice I've committed to. All right. Well, dear Octavia, what are they looking to achieve exactly?
And she'll say, um, there are forces in this world that are moving against the greater good, and the 99 are working directly opposed to that, oftentimes putting themselves in harm's way, dealing with all manners of creatures from the undead to the divine. How comfortable are you with death?
Well, you see, I'm no stranger to putting myself in harm's way. I have been there many times. The question as to whether the greater good is being achieved, that's really subjective. I'd be very curious to talk to your adventurers themselves and see what they have to say about the situation because I don't know what they're fighting for, and you're not making it very clear. But with that said, I again am no stranger to danger. I am very interested in the creation of existence, quite frankly.
Interesting. And she will slide a card over across the like counter that you'd be like meeting her at a bar somewhere, and it will be the location of the Umber Hulk shell. She'll
Okay.
instruct you to meet them or to meet her contacts there um, in 2 weeks' time. You'd be able to make your way over to Leylon, however you do. How does your character travel?
Oh, good question. How far are we from that right now? Like
It would
general distance wise?
it would take you 2 weeks if you walked it.
Okay. I'm probably riding a donkey.
Okay. How would you have acquired a donkey?
I would have sweet talked my way into convincing someone that I am going to save the world.
Okay.
That's how I would have done
Give me a persuasion check.
it. Hopefully this one's better than the last. Yes, 26.
Oh well. Um yeah, this older farmer on the outskirts of the Tribord Trail would have taken you in for the night, maybe after seeing you walk along the road, given you a place to rest.
Can we do a quick little 1 minute role play? Because I
Sure,
think this will be fun.
sure. And
What is he, a farmer?
the old man will say, Well, sounds like you got some grand goals there. I wish you the best. Me and Essie here, we're gonna keep on keeping on, if you know what I mean. And he'll kind of pet the donkey on the scruff of his neck and say, if there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to ask. It's just me and Hessie out here, my only companion.
My good sir, I you may or may not know this. I'm sure you've heard of me. I am the great Gladwin von Hasenboggle, and I am here to save the world.
Oh,
But you've undoubtedly heard of me. I need no introduction. However,
well,
I do
can't
require your
can't say
aid.
I heard no Goldwyn. I, I had a gallbladder stone once, and ooh, who gave me the fits.
I assure you, I am here to save the world. And you have the unique opportunity to assist me in this goal.
Oh golly, I've never been on an adventure before.
You are certainly welcome to join us, but you probably shouldn't. You will
No,
be
no, I don't know.
contributing.
I read this book once, and it was very exciting. There's a small man who went on an adventure, found a ring, fought a dragon,
Tell you
hung
what,
out with dwarfs.
let's go. You shall be joining me.
Oh well, as fun as that sounds, I'm kind of tired. I'm like 96 years old. All I got is this old farm and this donkey, but I don't really do
No, no,
much
no,
farming
no,
no
no,
more.
no, 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 no. I insist. You are ready for this journey.
Oh, I don't know about that. I got my shows on. Why don't you just take Hesse and get on in your way and save the world? It's been nice, young man. What'd you
Fair
say your
enough.
name was, Gallstones?
Gladwin von Hasenbuggle.
Oh, I've heard of that guy before.
Certainly you have. Certainly you have. Thank you. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your generous contributions. You will no doubt be pleased with the outcome.
Oh, I can't wait to tell my friends down over at the Buffalo Club about meeting Gandalf the Bard, who's gonna save the world.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, oh, this is the most exciting. I careful now, my heart is beating, and it don't beat too much.
And in return for your generosity, I would like to offer you a potion of perceived strength. And I'll hand him a little glass vial.
Oh, let me tell you, back in my youth, I was so strong. This is gonna take me back. Thank you very much, sir.
You have a good night now.
You too, Gallison.
That's me.
And you'll have your donkey, and you'll be able to make it down into town.
Fuck yeah.
You find the Umber Hulk shell, and it's a busy enough bar that you could kind of sneak into a corner and kind of hide away if you'd like to. There's enough people in here that as a bard, you would think you could maybe scrounge up some coin playing. I imagine that that's one of the first things you would do when you come into town. In general, that might be part of your like routine.
Yeah.
Um,
More or less, what time am I arriving at this Umberhulken?
oh, I would say it's just past sunset. The sun, you came into
Prime
town
time.
right as, and it's everybody's getting off of work. But soldiers are just getting off their shift. Um, there's probably a good 15 to 30 people. Well, yeah, like 15 to 30 people in here at any given
Okay.
time.
Okay. I walk in and I will announce loudly, I heard you're all getting off in here.
It'll just be record scratch. Everybody will stop and look at you, and some drunk dwarf in the back will be like, "I, you can get off too if you'd like," and then everybody will burst into laughter, and start drinking, and everybody kind of go back to what they're doing.
Um, yeah, and sort of almost announcing to myself, right? I will clearly not a lot of people are paying attention. There might be one or two. And I'll announce in a loud voice, I am the great Gladwin von Hazenboggle, and I am here to serenade you with the best song you've ever heard in your life.
And then
And I proceed to play.
right before you do, after you announce your name, there will be a young farmer in the back corner that'll say, "Oh, my grandpappy sent me a message recently with that name. This is gonna be good. He said it was the best he's ever seen."
Pull out my dulcimer, my like guitar like instrument, and I'm going to play a little jig um about Gnawbones.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Are we in the inn at this time or no?
Um, I will say that you guys would. I'll say that you guys will walk in as he's playing.
So, okay. Um, and so what you had said was that we had gotten word from Octavia that we may be interested in seeing someone that she had sent to us.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, can we just have like a quick aside as we're walking in?
sure.
So we'll just obviously, we know at this point we've been living in Leyland now for what, like the better part of a year.
Mm-hmm.
I would say timeline wise, it's been 2 years since the Fandalorians were with Hawk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ebreth obviously doesn't know Hawk, but so um, we'll be walking in and I'll say, Tybalt, this is a waste of time. I mean, I'm better off back at the tower. Like, I, I honestly, with all these dead ends we've gotten in these last couple of months, I don't see what one more person Octavia's putting us in contact with is going to do. I need to be scrounging any little bit of information I can from Galileo. I need to be, I don't know, working on maybe astral projecting and seeking other sources of knowledge. I, I, I don't know why you drug me here.
Octavia is yet to steer us in the wrong direction. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt and see who this being is. Though I don't think I ever caught what kind of person we are going to run into. All she said was, "You'll know him when you see him."
Hmm. And so
So
the Ember Hulk at this time would be like super busy, bustling, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just being who we are as we're walking in, I'll I'll mage hand up above me since I'm so small, just like a hand just going like this up towards the barkeep, um, and trying to project my voice over like the din of noise and say, "We're gonna be here for a little bit. Two of our usual over to our table, and I'll make our way over to like not secluded table, um, small maybe 2, 3 person table towards one of the back corners where we can kind of see everything that we've kind of like the few times that Tybalt has drug me away from the tower to kind of clear my head. That's kind of what we've made our our area. Um, and I'll get up so much so that like there's almost like a little booster seat on one of the one of the chairs. So I'll fucking amble up, sit down, and as they bring us like, giant tankers of ale, I'll like bring it real close. I'll pull out my notebook and start perusing notes and say, "All right, you've got about an hour. If we don't, this person isn't here. I've got places to go. There's no point in not sleeping if I'm not doing something with it."
And Evrath, give me a perception check.
Okay. And also full rest, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Um,
Perception check.
and I'll say that because it's a bustling evening at this tavern, the DC would be a little bit higher than normal.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself Flash of Genius on this roll just so you're aware. Uh, ooh, trash. That's gonna be a 10 with Flash of Genius.
Okay, cool. As you are, talking with Tybalt, you hear the general hustle and bustle of the tavern, people laughing, people kind of talking just loudly, people eating. There's a bard who doesn't sound that great off in the corner. Um, you kind of are able to, at certain points, drown out the noise and focus on Tybalt in front of you, especially because you are so familiar and connected with Tybalt at this point that like you are able to pick out his voice pretty easily, when you need to. And um, yeah, and the aside from you being here kind of against almost against your will, um, maybe feeling a bit skeptical, I would assume, um, you are just so focused on yourself that you don't really notice anything out of place. The bard's new. He's not that good, but you don't really care about music in that sense that, it's not a really big deal to you. Tybalt, you, on the other hand, are able to pick up on the lyrics that the bard is singing. Um,
And hold on, sorry. On that note, I have a little jig that I've been writing while we've been talking. And I need to now sing this to you. So
Let's go.
as you guys are walking in, right? There's this random bard that you've never seen before that you have some idea of who he is. And his song goes, and if it sucks, I apologize in advance. I just wrote this. His name was Gnawbones, and he devoured the humans. He was the most powerful being. He takes over bodies of dragons of the woods. He rests in Crypt Garden. He's immune to acid magic. He stays at the Gargantuan Towers. Lumaron Taro stands not a chance, yet she stands a chance. And he's just kind of chanting. That's it. That's all I
So
got.
so I'll like as I guess Tybalt is picking out the lyrics, I'm looking through my notes and I'm like sipping taking like long chugs of my tankard, setting them down, and I'm looking through the notes and I'm like, look, see, okay, so most recently what I figured out is I think I know why we're not able to pinpoint the location of the rune stone. It's here, but the more and more I I'm attempting to help Galio scry for it, the magical signature, I'm locked onto it. I understand. I can taste the essence of the magic, but it's faint. It's here, but it's not here. It's almost like it's like we originally thought, like it's in a pocket dimension, but it's so close. I can almost grab it. Like, look, and I'm just showing him all these arcane symbols that are my notes, and I'm like, look, see, so this is when I first tried, when we first came back, and if you look here, I'm able to kind of narrowly narrow down the location, and then it kind of it like pops out of existence again. I'm not. It's
Boy,
just so
that
fucking
breath.
frustrating. This guy fucking sucks. Shut
Oh
up.
man. Was
Oh,
it
by the way, though, I got a 26 on my performance check. So for what
Okay.
Okay.
that's worth.
So
Can I? I'll
it's as good or
okay.
bad as you would like.
So I'll grab like a fucking as I'm like annoyed at like both how catchy it is, but how terrible it is. And I just fucking grab a fucking silver from my pocket and I throw it at the stage at the makeshift stage and I'm like, fucking shut up, dude. And I'm like, yeah, so anyway,
Wait,
I feel
hold
like there should
on.
be an attack roll involved here. See if he hits me.
see if I hit him.
Or if it just lands in the tip jar.
Or
A-
like
a-
inside the guitar. That'd be pretty dope too.
As I do it, I pull out my mage hand again and it just goes fucking right over the table. Just
uh,
it's more out
um,
of annoyance than anything else.
You
But I
know
do for
these
sure throw a silver at you.
you know
well, all right.
these
I did a perception check and I got an 8 on your thumbs down, so I don't think I saw it.
Okay. What were you saying, Tybalt?
I'm wailing my heart out here.
these traveling bards usually get their story 10% right, but this guy knows way more than everybody else. Are you hearing this?
And I grab my book and I'm like and I'm trying to show you and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about like real important shit right now, Tybalt. I don't care about this stupid song. And as I say that, I'm like, I actually look up and start paying attention to the lyrics. I'm like, wait, did he just say Gnawbones?
Yeah, and he knows its weakness and where it is. I don't know that we've shared that information with anybody. Where do you think you got it from?
And so I'm going back and like back into my like jacket. I'm like, hold on. And I have like a smaller notebook of like other pertinent information specifically about the Gnawbones connections. And I'm like, wait, where did he say that Gnawbones resides?
Residing in the was it the
Something
Crypt
chorus?
Towers?
Gardens. Crypt
No, no,
Crypt
it was
Gardens is what
something
he
Gardens.
said.
Towers.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, that's not in any of I mean, yeah, a lot of this research is outdated. Nobody's really gone into Crypt Garden forests and like come back out alive in what the last 50 years, but how would he know that? And
Octavia
like,
did mention that we would know the new guy when we saw him. You don't suppose that
no
the
way.
and
Fucking Octavia. We need
Tibble
help, and
just
this
kind of
is what he's
smiles.
like, this
It's
is what
like,
she sends us. We say we need help.
well, you did say you were having trouble sleeping, so maybe, he can sing you a lullaby every night,
No,
put
Tibble.
you
I
down.
meant I'm a fucking robot and I don't sleep. All right.
It's excellent. Oh god.
Well, I guess it's not an absolute waste of time. We let him.
So as they're wrapping up their conversation, I think my little jig is probably coming to an end. And I just take it with one big just one big finishing note, and I take a big old bow, and there's probably nobody paying attention.
It's just how
Um,
it's all twang, like everything's like none of it's fucking it's not tuned properly.
yeah, it's
It's
not
all
attuned. It's not
fucking
in tune at all. And then I look around, nobody's really paying attention. I go find the coin that Ebrath tossed. So I'm just like,
is,
fuck,
is it
something.
is it the only one?
Ronnie, you tell us
Is it the only one? What?
the
Like is
only
it the only
money I got
like
for
tip
that
that he's
performance.
gotten?
I got a 26 on my performance.
If
Just
silver's
saying.
a if silver's
So
a pretty good tip, I would
so
say.
so let me ask you, but the 26, like I said, it could be as good or bad as you want.
I will say it's like bad good. Like one of those songs where it's like fuck, it's super Andre said, like it's super catchy, but it's not in tune,
But
like
like, are you
barely
intentionally making it
rhymes.
kind of bad?
Like a little bit I don't think it's even I think that's up to the beholder whether they detect if it's intentional or
But you got a 26, you can choose.
not. Yeah, nobody thinks that it's intentional.
Okay.
Everyone's just like that's just the extent of his ability.
Okay. In that case, yeah, that's the only tip he's gotten.
Okay, yeah, so I'll add a silver to my inventory. That
Oh,
got thrown at me, by the way. It's like
and
Rotten
I'm
Tomatoes
just
type of deal.
and I'm just sitting here like, okay. Um, do you do you want to go get him? I don't feel like getting up, man. Um, just I- I'm gonna mage hand call the like barmaid over. I was like, you know what? Just stay here. I was like, can you do us a favor? Did you hire that guy?
And the young woman who is uh she is a stout halfling. She's got like long, like brownish, kind of like dirty blonde hair that kind of flips up into a little curl at the end, and she will smack her lips. I go, man, I don't like this guy. I don't know where he just showed up randomly and started talking about how he was the greatest bard of all time. Like he's only played that's the one song you guys got here right after him, essentially, and like, oh, it's just awful. It sounds like fucking Creed.
I was like, and I'll say, and I was about to pull out a gold just to tip her because I'm like, just like always, we have no legitimate point of reference for the actual
For
economy in this
money,
fucking
yeah,
world.
for
And
currency.
we're so filthy rich compared to the common person. We're just like fucking billionaires just handing out fucking um I was about to pull out like a full gold to tip her just to be like, hey man, keep up the good work. And I'm like, and I put the gold back.
And she'll like catch you, put the gold
And then
back, and be like,
I
give you
pull
like
out a
eyes, and she'll be like, Math or Ebrath, don't you short me. She was like, I've been serving you beer here all month long. She was like, don't be pulling me no bullshit. She was like, because you know what'll happen.
what's her name? That I would
Um,
know.
yeah, I mean, this is a bar you guys would have been to here or there. It's
We just have an open tab that we haven't closed out in a month.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. Her name
It's
is
what's her name's daughter, right?
no. This is a
No, no,
different
no, no.
bar.
This
It's
is
a
Oh,
new
it's a different
place.
town.
we
That's
haven't
right.
we haven't been told these names yet because we haven't been a lot like we haven't spent a lot of time. This is the most amount
Okay.
of downtime we've spent in Leylon.
Mhm. Her name is um
Martisha?
no. Her name is Shally Mustyfoot.
What?
Shally?
Yeah, like Shelly.
Okay.
Shelly Mustyfoot.
Yeah, like Shelly the shell with shoes on.
Okay, so um I'll say
Really? I feel okay.
I'll
That's
say
fine.
Shelley, what's our tab run up? if you don't mind me
All
asking.
right, okay, hold on. Sorry, point of clarity. The Umber Hulk's shell in is not the same.
No.
That's a different one. This is just the Umber Hulk in.
What?
What's the name of the place where we're in right now?
The Umber Hulk Shell Inn.
Okay, so the innkeeper used to be Aelion Malwyn.
Okay.
Yes,
It's no longer Aelion Malwyn.
it is. This is just like the waitress.
This is not, yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't the owner. This is a barmaid that works there.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
so the
Whatever.
innkeeper would have been who I gestured to when we got in.
This is a brand new character. You guys have never met her.
Yeah. This is a bar.
Okay.
We've only dealt with the innkeeper slash bartender before.
Because previously Aelion used to help us.
And
Okay,
That's
also,
that's fine.
and
That's
also, this
correct.
is also something to keep. So, point of fact is now that Leylon is a bustling community now that it's all like everything's
It's grown.
revitalized. Well,
It's
yeah, so
grown.
this is way busier, so they would have needed more help, right? So this is probably a new
So
character.
so to say that she runs the inn is wrong. She's like the waitress at the inn,
This
right?
is a barmaid. Yeah. So that's what I
Yeah.
said. This is a barmaid.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. I got it
like
now.
Shally, what's our tab? If you don't mind me asking, do you have an idea?
And she'll say, "Don't you get me started on your tab, Ebra. We've had this discussion before, and I better have my money."
I got you right now, but I want to know how much I'm going to tip you because
And,
no one slanders Creed around me, young lady.
and she'll
You will
say,
get your well-deserved tip, but is it going to be exorbitant or is it going to be somewhat exorbitant?
I'm trying to overhear this conversation.
Are you still playing?"
No, I've been done for a minute. I stopped playing. I
And then
got
he
my
collected
little
the
tip,
gold, yeah.
Got
little
it.
silver.
Oh, so was it a silver? Yeah, it was a silver.
It was a silver.
Are you trying to make it seem like you're not paying attention? Like, are you trying to like
Kind of, yeah,
eavesdrop?
like nonchalant, sort of trying to eavesdrop a little bit just to see like what's going on over there.
Give me a stealth check. You have to beat a 21. What's your
Wait, what?
passive
24.
perception? No,
24.
it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
24?
Yeah.
It's not even fair, bro.
What
The
the
fuck? Anyway, I got a 24.
Okay. Then yeah,
Beats
you
beats.
are
Yeah.
successfully able to
Okay, so I'm listening at this point. I'm not taking action yet, but I want to hear what they're discussing.
So I'm just asking about our tab.
Yeah.
yeah, and so the Shelly Mustyfoot will climb up on like a little bar stool because she's not very tall either. She's a halfling. She'll kind of like clamber up onto a bar stool and then like reach across the like bar and pull out this big like ledger, and she'll start flipping through a couple
Fuck.
pages. She's like, let's see. She's like, Evrath math or Evrath.
And it would have been myself and Tybalt for the 2 months.
Yeah.
Because
And
I
she'll
think I
say,
have a little more money than he does right now.
Tybalt
Hold on real
is
quick.
tab.
Sorry to interject. Remember I left you guys a big ass bag of money too
Yeah,
before I
we
left.
split it up.
Okay, good. Okay. Just making sure.
She'll
It was like
say,
1,000 gold or something.
Yeah.
she'll say, okay. She'll like, Tybalt, here you go. Tybalt owes 3 silver. And then she'll say, she'll find your name next to him. She'll be like, Evrath. And she'll say, carry the 3 and then put the 17. She'll be like, you owe 36 gold.
Okay. And so she's now back at our table and telling us
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, okay,
Before
here is 40 gold. Had you not slandered the greatest band in all of Faerun, this would have been 45.
And
I
then
will give you the opportunity to earn that extra 5 gold if you bring that fucking idiot on that stupid stage to our table.
and she'll say, Ebrath, you always know how to treat a lady. And then
I know, I know.
she'll give you
I
a little wink and then take her money. And at this point, I'm sorry, I actually forgot your name. I know it's like with a
Gladwin?
G.
Gladwin?
Galdwin, right?
Galdwin.
Galdwin.
I
Is it
am the
Gladwin?
great Gladwin von
Gladwin. Yeah,
Hazenbundle.
She'll come over to you, and it'll be this very short halfling, and she'll say, "Hey, bud, see those two fellas over there? They want to talk to you."
It's because they liked my music, undoubtedly.
And she'll say, "Yeah, if the little fella asks, your favorite band is Creed."
No, no, no. I am Creed. I am Creed.
Even better. I knew they sucked.
Wait, can I hear what
No.
what he said?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Gladwin, you will be summoned over, and you'd find Tybalt and Ebrath sitting at a table.
And I'll palm her the 45 gold, which I
she'll give
already
you she'll give you a little smack on your ass and like, walk away.
and I already did remove it from my inventory, and I'll
Okay.
say, but we're starting a new tab tonight, so keep them coming.
And then she'll say, fuck, what's that guy's name? It's like Ailey something.
Alio?
Is
Who,
that
the
it?
other guy that runs it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'll look
just
it up.
said it.
I'll look it up.
Alion, right?
Alien.
Aelion or something.
Yeah. She'll say,
Aelion Malwin.
yeah, she'll say, Alien, why don't you go open up another cask? She was like, that void of a gnome is here. He's gonna drink all our beer. And then you'll hear them kind of bicker with each other in the back. And you look up and you see this. Well, what do they see?
All right.
Gladwin?
Yeah. Good segue. You see, okay. This is
If you were made of
a
rock, bro, I swear to fucking God.
not
like, hey,
yet,
my name's
Andre.
Box.
Damn, you're ruining my moment, bro.
Just kidding, just kidding.
No, this is a very large, heavy set human. He looks to be, if you had a guess, just to put things into perspective, he's about 300 pounds. Um, Probably a little over 6 feet, just like 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in that range. He's got this like pretty dark skin, like darker than me, but not black, right? Like he's dark.
Oh, by the way, Owlbear is up with a map and stuff. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh,
Oh
I
no.
don't even know which Albert we're in. I'm deep in the theater of the mind right now, bro.
That's
The theater of the mind.
Yeah. Um,
Theater of the mind. I haven't heard that shit
he's
forever.
he's got the dark skin. He
It's not
Wait.
the
has
sleeping dragon
Yeah, no,
one.
my
It's the other
this is
one.
yeah, this is
Wrath
the
of the
boat, bro.
Storm.
Wrath.
a boat.
How do I switch it?
It's a new link.
What's the new link?
Yeah.
You guys log into your profile. It doesn't show you the two different rooms.
No, that's only you.
Yeah, you have to link us to the new one.
No, I don't have. Okay.
Bro.
I see my room that I for the one shot.
No.
Edgar, that that GIF is
What the
perfect.
fuck is that elephant? What is that?
It's from Adventure Time.
It's Adventure Time. Yo.
Yeah.
So I
Is that what BMO's from?
yeah,
Yeah.
BMO.
Yeah, BMO, yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to fucking update my camera. It keeps
That
crapping out
was
on me.
that was Ronnie's accent that he was using for the old lady or the old guy.
Oh yeah, for sure it was.
Yeah. That wasn't the
Yes.
inspiration, but I can see it.
Yeah.
I
I
always
met
wanted to like find all the snails. I don't know if you guys ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I met
Quite a
a
bunch of
fucking
them.
I met an animator at work,
Mm,
and he was wearing the older guy, dude, like
here.
late 40s, early 50s. He was wearing an Adventure Time hoodie.
Nice.
And I was like, yo, I fucking love Adventure Time. He's like, hell yeah, bro. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I worked in animation studios for like, 25 years, try to make it as like a comic book artist. He's like, but there's just no money unless you work for like Marvel or DC or Image. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I had like an indie comic that I was making with this UK brand. He's like, "Dude, I'm gonna have to go back to animating, man." But I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, it just sucks. Like, I gotta go move back to Burbank. I gotta fucking. He's like, it's just. He's like, I can't afford to not do it. I was like, well, if you're good enough.
Yeah, he's lucky
Yeah,
he's getting that. A lot
it's
of
weird
people are in a
because
shortage.
the art style is like very like, yeah, it's very, I don't know.
It's very Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be like a psychedelic, like sci-fi rock opera type deal, and it definitely
Gotcha.
reads that way. It's pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, here's the first two issues. I had them in my car. Here you go. I was like, all right, hell yeah.
Cool.
So, now you're sitting down with us. Can I say that like I've ordered him a drink as well?
Oh, so real quick, just to sort of wrap up the visual representation, right? He's, like I said, just a touch over 6 feet, probably.
So
Heavy set,
you're
three
portly,
three
dude.
hundred
Yeah.
feet, 300 pounds, not feet, 300 pounds, big dude, dark skin. He's got this long gray hair. It's like all slicked back, and he's got just like a messy bun back here. But
So
it's
are
all
you?
like this.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's it. It's like this long gray hair, like obviously a little bit older dude.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, like, are you older or are you like prematurely gray?
That's a loaded question. No, he's a little bit older. Like he looks like he's a
Okay.
little bit of an older dude. His skin's just like a tiny bit wrinkly. Maybe in his mid 40s, early 50s kind of deal.
Okay.
If
So
you had to
so a
guess
little
based on like
so a
human
little
years.
so facially like you're a little you are
Got
older
some
than
wrinkles,
you're older
you
than the
know.
way we look, but you full gray.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we never really discussed like Ebrath being old. Like
No,
Ebrath's
so
very
well,
like his image, right? Like he's pristine, like his skin's taut and everything.
yeah,
No, like my guy's a little bit wrinkly.
so I mean even Tibble is only what like late 30s, early 40s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
my
you
guy's
would
got about a decade on you. He's a little bit older, starting to show maybe a little bit of crow's feet, some wrinkles, things like that.
got it, but like full like shock of fully gray hair. Got
Yes,
it. So like
yes,
maybe
and
you
just
went
like into a messy man bun kind of deal.
got it. Okay. What are you wearing?
Oh, good question.
Don't forget to call him a slut.
Hadn't no, I hadn't put a ton of thought into that. Like his clothing, um, it looks like just basic cloth clothing. Like it's not
Okay.
anything fancy.
Like a
Although
tunic, pants type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and like he carries himself very regally, so to speak.
Okay.
Um, but his clothing don't quite like match his personality, if that
Okay.
makes,
So like okay. So the way I'm picturing it is like,
like it's a
you
little
know,
dirty.
yeah, so like obviously like travel worn, but not
Yes.
necessarily like shitty clothing. Like
Yes.
just like decently nice clothing that you've just been wearing for a long time as you've been traveling, right?
Yeah, but it's
Okay. So a
also
little
like it's not like
little
a potato
threadbare.
sack or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like a little threadbare just because it's worn, but not like, yeah, like you said, you're not wearing rags.
exactly. You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Um, all right. And
So
do
I come over and sit at your table, and
Mhm.
I'll say just to kind of kickstart things again. As I approach, I say, "You've undoubtedly witnessed my performance, and of course, it's the greatest thing you've ever witnessed in your life. I am happy to sit here with you. Did Octavia send you?"
and I'm gonna just close my eyes and just take a deep breath and just look at Tybalt. and
It is
say,
the greatest song you've ever heard, is it not?
Well,
The look on Archer's
considering
face.
considering that people usually throw coins at the bards, and you only had one, is very signaling, very
That is the
telling.
greatest tip I've ever received in my life. I don't know why you. I've never gotten
oh,
such a big tip.
honestly, you
Clearly, I
might.
am welcomed here.
And I'm just gonna look at Tibble and like kind of lean my elbow on the table and kind of like shield my face a little bit and just be
I
like,
kind of lean over with you,
I'll just
trying
be
to
like,
catch what you're saying.
it's like, do I fucking ask for that back? Like, what is?
That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
Um,
And we've gone over this before. Once you give them the money, you can't ask for it back.
I know.
Sybil's like, we talked about this.
It's like, okay, all right.
Well, now that that's settled, how about you buy me a drink?
And so as he says that, uh, Shaylee is like walking behind you,
Shelly.
Shally is walking behind you with
All right,
the
he's
drink
had a
I
few
had.
already.
Yeah, well, is also walking back behind with like three drinks. One is for you, and I'm like, hold up. Like, I'm trying to gesture to her to stop before she gets to the table and be like, hold on. You think that entitles you to free drinks from us? I mean,
And I,
the silver in your pocket, which I gave you, by the way, should give you more than enough money to buy your own drinks.
I turn around as this is happening, and what is Shelly holding on her tray, Ronnie?
She's holding a couple mugs of ale, whatever you guys would have ordered.
Yeah.
Like, is it pretty clear that there's one for me on that tray?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah. I turn around as he's saying this, and
Also,
I catch
like
a glimpse.
Ebrath, you've already placed the order for the beers,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so the beers
Yeah,
are
yeah.
already on their
I
way.
yeah, they're already on their way. So I I want to okay, I know this is a little much. As he turns to be like, "Oh, cool, one's for me." Immediately mage hand and snatches them out of her hands, drops them right in front of me and him, and I go, "Oh, these that two's actually for me." So, again, real quick, and like I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna try and like double fist, but they're like human sized tankards, and like I can barely fucking lit. So I'm like struggling, like, yep, I do this all the time. It's just how I
Like a
order
feat of
here.
strength, you're like,
Yeah, I'm like to the point where I have to like set them at the edge of the table and like kind of like
yeah,
tip
pour
them
it,
into my tip them into my
tilt it
mouth.
over.
Yeah. I was like, fine. Here. Whoa, wait, hold on.
Clearly,
Did you
clearly,
ask us if Octavia sent us?
clearly she did. Clearly she sent you to meet with the greatest bard in the land. I mean, it's a, that it is and I take a big old swig.
And I turned to I fucking just
And as I do, I
chug.
will say too, like I go to take the beer, and as I do, it's just like it's messy. Like I'm almost spilling like a third of the beer, just trying to like guzzle it down, and it's just like pouring down my face and onto my shirt and shit like that. It's just messy.
So
Like
I'm
I clearly am just I'm like eager to get this in, and I'm not quite getting it right going into my mouth.
uh, I'm gonna like I'm gonna start chugging, and as I do, um, I set it down, and then I catch what is happening with you, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I turn to Tybalt, and I'm like, all right, I gotta hold on, my son's waking up. talk amongst
Okay,
yourselves.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Tybalt, you are obviously in the midst of all this. What were you doing?
Uh, I would have cast detect magic as he was wrapping up his set and sort of just like
Yeah.
inspected him as he got closer and interacted with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will even say, you definitely detect magic coming off of his instrument as he was singing his song. Um, because you heard what you heard. People
Mhm.
were kind of into it, and
Yep.
you can probably gather that he's able to cast magic through his instrument as a focus. Um, you would definitely recognize that with uh, detect magic.
Okay.
I will say you don't necessarily perceive him to be extra magical, like his magic pings it when it pings it, not constant, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Then I let him have the interaction with Ebrath because he hasn't been that animated in a while. Uh, just having dove into his books and his studies. Um, and I tell the bard to say, so Octavia sent you. Did she interview you?
Well, Tybalt, was it Tybalt? She most certainly did. She most certainly did. And to be quite frank with you, she wasn't entirely convinced of my capabilities, but she knew that you needed help, and here I am, the greatest
Mhm.
bard in all the land.
What type of questions is she asking nowadays?
Ooh, I didn't make note of that, but she definitely asked me questions. Ronnie, can you refresh my memory what she asked? Because
Yeah,
she
she
did
asked
ask.
you like what your reasoning for adventuring was, why you think you would be a good fit for the 9-9. You explained that you knew that they were capable of greatness, and you being the greatest bard of all time, want to align yourself with people capable of
Okay,
greatness as well. She explained that there's a lot of death and
that's right.
danger,
Yes.
and maybe given that you were so full of yourself that you didn't back down at the side of that, whether you really are capable or not, she decided. I mean, you don't know this, but she might have decided, fuck it. This
Yeah,
will be
yeah, yeah.
fun.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
So I will regurgitate that and tell Tybalt this is what she asked me. She asked me why I feel like I should join the 9-9 and whether I'm ready to face the dangers on this journey, quite frankly.
Hmm. Are you ready to face the dangers on this journey?
I have faced death more than once, Tybalt.
Such as when?
Ooh, such as when. Okay, hold on. I need a second. I need a second. Hmm. Such as when. Hold on, I need to think about how I'm going to phrase this. My bad. Give me a second. Such as when my ancestors fell from the sky. They were faced with great prejudice and the dangers we faced were immeasurable. And not from the dangers that you would typically see, but from our own kind, from humans. Humans did not treat us well. Neither me nor my brethren.
Um, you say fell from the sky. Is there what what civilizations exist in the sky?
I was but a mere child. All I know is that it was mother and father. My mother and father fell from the sky. And here I am today, the greatest bard you have ever seen.
Then when you're face to face with a Draco Lich, will you be the greatest bard you've ever seen, or anyone has ever seen?
Undoubtedly, Tybalt. I have yet to encounter a Dracolich, admittedly. However, I have no doubt I will overcome it with no problem.
Very well. Well, Haley is her name, right? Why am I forgetting? I'm going between the not Haley. What's it? Who?
Octavia?
Octavia. Yeah, I'm like between Haley and Octavia in my head. Octavia. Um, Octavia sent you, but I don't know that she was fully convinced. We need to be
One
sure.
might say I found Octavia searching for tales across the land of dragons and of undead and of creation. I thought these stories to bring to the people of Leylon and the greater beyond the entertainment and the music that they deserve. And here you are to bolster my understanding of the known universe. And here I am to show you the greatest masterpieces of all time. It's a win-win for all of us.
So you didn't hear these stories from Octavia herself. Where did you get this information from your songs?
Your stories are spread far and wide across the land. I've heard them in more than one place. I travel everywhere in this area and beyond. Your tales, Tybalt. Tybalt, is it? I have heard your name mentioned more than once, and I can only assume that you are one and the same as the Tybalt of the Great Nine and of the Great Fandalorians. It can only be you. Your stories stretch far and wide across the land, whether you know it or not, and I am here to not only bolster those stories, but to expand upon your legacy.
Very well. You've passed the test of knowledge. And for that, drink up and let's have a good time tonight. In the morning, let us have a test of strength. See if you're worth your joining the team.
Oh, please let me do it.
Oh, he's back. He's back. With that, with you now coming back at breath, you obviously caught the last part of the conversation. Is there anything you want to ask or discuss?
Um, so
With
he
your D and
asked,
D ass banging ass shirt right there.
bro, so sick.
It's the
Yo, it's fucking Walmart.
damn
Yeah.
Nice.
killer big old guns. Wait, what's on the back? I
Um,
saw something on the back. Oh shit, that's even more sick,
yeah,
dude.
it's cool. It's like
Hell
a
yeah.
slight, it's almost like a slight tie-dye.
Yeah.
It's like a little
Yeah.
distressed.
Acid wash.
Okay, can see that.
Yeah, it's like a light acid wash.
I
Mhm.
like
Um,
that skull on the back though.
yeah, dude, it's super sick, and it's like what's cool is like it's like that old style of like real thick print. They like it's like a tactile feel, so like it won't like crack
Fade off.
easily.
Yeah. Nice.
And I think honestly, as it cracks and fades, it's just gonna look cooler. But anyway,
Yeah.
so my only question would be, so he asked how you got your information. Was he asking about like information about us, or was he asking about your information in regards to Gnawbones?
I think kind of overall, just
Okay.
kind of everything.
Yeah, information for his stories because I'm sure he had more than one story that
Okay.
he was sort of singing.
So okay, then I'm cool with that. I'll just say like I deferred being annoyed and how wound up I was in general, not entirely because of I was annoyed by you, mostly because of the stress of what's going on.
Okay.
Realizing that and internalizing it, I let Tybalt fully dictate the rest of the conversation, knowing like I'm
Okay.
just not in a right place for this. Let's just
Totally fair.
I
Yeah.
said, okay, I agree with Tybalt here. Let us enjoy the rest of
Let
the
us
evening.
play a drinking game. Have you
Let
ever heard of
us
rollies? I love how annoyed your face is. That's so good.
oh actually let's have I heard of Rollies?
Sure.
Okay. Son, have I
all
heard of
right.
Rollies? I invented Rollies.
I start to write a little song about it. Mm,
Hold on,
and
stop.
breath in this.
Stop. Can I do you mind if can I just see that dulcimer? Oh, also, can I see the dulcimer for a second?
You absolutely can. You want to see
So
the instrument of the greatest bard in existence? No problem.
so I'll take it in my hands.
Yeah.
And obviously not being super musical, but just having been 200 years old, I will examine the instrument and kind of pluck a couple strings. Obviously,
Wait,
like
wait, wait,
I'm doing
wait.
it like out
Hold on a
here.
second. Hold on a second. You're 200 years old?
Yeah.
I thought you were like post.
No, 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 no. So I was Zest the White original Metal Guardian, Steel Guardian,
Yeah.
which means that I'm as old
But you didn't
as
retain those memories or anything, right?
I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I know all of that stuff. I was just in stasis from the time when Zeth died to Blast dying. So I was only in stasis for like 5 years or something like that.
Okay, hold on a second. I need to clarify a whole bunch of shit because that is not what I thought.
Hmm.
So you have memories of all of Zeth's life up until he died.
Yes.
Okay.
Which so that's also why like my glamour, my built-in glamour,
Wait, does it
I'm
is this like a newer realization? Because I feel like you
no,
didn't know
I
all of this before.
yeah, yeah, no, I did.
You
So I
did,
I
but
just didn't
during
I just didn't like divulge my true age to anybody really.
okay, so hold up, because and this is all above table, but just for world building purposes and for my
Hmm.
own sake, um,
Sure.
okay, so you have knowledge of everything Zeth was doing up until the point where he died in that attack when
Correct.
Blast fought off people.
Yes.
But you have knowledge of building Blast, you have knowledge of like all
Yes.
that.
Yes. So
Okay,
I'm
this is
actually
not not what I
so
thought.
I am responsible for Blast surviving that attack.
Because you told him to like
No,
flee or
so
something.
so at the culmination of that attack when Zeth was realizing he was becoming overwhelmed by the sheer like volume of forces that were coming in, he commanded me to shield Blast in a dome of my body,
Hmm.
and I
Okay.
protected him. And then shortly after that, I became completely inert because
Hmm.
Zeth died. However, I went into stasis. So because Zeth was so powerful, normally Steel Guardians die when their owner dies.
Right.
But being that Zeth was theoretically a level 20 artificer, he built in a spell safe so I was able to survive on my own. But he put me in stasis, and I was only reactivated upon Blast's death.
Gotcha. So that was a trigger for like him coming back.
For
Okay.
yeah, that was exactly. So that was why I honed in on Blast's last known location.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, so I was only the only knowledge I don't have is
Is that time frame, right? That
yes,
period. Yeah.
about the 5 years from that Blast existed on his own
Hmm.
post Zest's death.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you
so
for clarifying that because I wasn't, I did, I'm sure at some point you explained it, but like
so this is
it's,
actually so that's actually where my physical appearance stems from. It's
yeah. No,
from yeah,
I
Zeth
know you
as
know
like
what
a young person.
yes, I know you look like Zeth. I know like all that part of it. I just didn't realize
That I'm that
that
old.
that there was a continuity.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
realize
so
like that's all
so technically my character would be like slightly upwards of 300, I guess, is what we came up with, Ronnie.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So like rock gnomes in general can live upwards of 200, but because he was like a level capped artificer, that would have extended his life out. So
so
I'm
so let me make sure we're all on the same page. So like that's your lifespan,
mhm.
but in terms of Zeth's death, how long ago would you say that was compared to our current war?
5 to 7 years, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Okay, cool. Then
it's
we
a
align on
yeah,
that. I just wanted to
yeah,
make sure
yeah.
because
So I would say
I wanted to try to get the timeline right as well.
the so it's only a little murky because there was time where Blast existed on his own in the ruins of the lab before he was found by Tybalt.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
So they journeyed together for about 5 years prior to the beginning of the campaign,
Okay, okay. But the
right?
attack,
Edgar, that's what we said, about 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
That's why he was like a child, basically, mentally.
Hmm. Yeah.
so the attack happened like you
Let's
said,
let's call it
maybe
let's call it 7 years ago.
okay.
I
And
would say
then
Blast lived in the lab by himself for about 2 years,
and then
and then was
Tybalt found him.
found by Tybalt. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah,
So I
that all
guess
tracks.
so. Okay. So technically, okay. Here's how it would go. 9 years ago, Zeth died. He was found by Tybalt. Blast was found by Tybalt 7 years ago. They journeyed for 5 years. Then then campaign started,
Yeah.
and now this is 2 years post the beginning of that first campaign.
Yes. Okay. No, and I was asking Ronnie about all of the like timeline before that, and it absolutely lines up perfectly. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that like you were on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, 100%. I ran all the timeline stuff by Ronnie to just develop like what makes the most sense. Why would Blast have felt the way he felt about Tybalt if they were new companions? It wouldn't make sense. That would only be the case if they had been journeying together with Gon for years
Yeah.
previous to that, right?
You know what would be really cool is if at some point we just aside a little bit of time to just put together like a timeline of like the most significant events. That'd
I'm
be
cool with
pretty
that.
cool just to see it and just be like, okay, this is, when this happened, more or less. And
Yeah, yeah, 100% because there is also some timeline stuff that Ronnie and I have gone through briefly on like now that we know that Zeth had worked with Ilarin early in
Mhm.
Ilarin's life and shit like that. Yeah, for sure. That'd be fun. Um, just as like a lore, like
Yeah, just for our own sake, just to
um,
keep it all straight. Because, like I
yeah,
said, I just, I'm trying to tie together some backstories and stuff, and like knowing
yeah,
the timeline matters because when you tell me you're like a couple 100 years old, I'm like, oh shit, does that mess everything up for me? And but it doesn't. It doesn't
no,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No, it's
we're all on the same page.
yes, yeah. So but I would say as you bring up rollies and I say what I say, I'll go. What did you have in mind?
Uh, what did I have in mind? I'm thinking we drink till somebody drops.
Sure. I can also I have something in mind as well, being that
However, oh no, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna retract that. Um, every time you lose, you take a drink and you just state like a significant fact about
okay,
your own life, about your journey,
How about this? How about
about
this? How about this? I
whatever.
got one.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. DM decides for sure.
If you lose, whoever wins, how about this? Whoever wins gets to ask the other person a question.
okay,
The person who loses can either answer or take a shot.
Okay, Taliesin.
What?
okay. I'm cool with that.
Are we playing what the fuck is up with that right now?
Pretty
Kind
much,
of.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Let's do it.
Both
I'm
Kind
cool
of.
with
both
that.
mixed together.
And I'll say
But for every shot that you take, you get a subtraction to your roll.
okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm down with that.
All right, wait. So we're gonna roll together.
Yes.
The winner gets to ask a question, and the loser has to either answer or take
Or
a
take a
shot.
shot in game and that would subtract from your subsequent
But
rolls.
but ideally, the answer is truthful.
And
Yeah, so either you have to answer truthfully or you take a shot, which subtracts from your
Right.
subsequent rolls. Okay.
mhm.
I'm cool with that.
All right,
I
well,
think that'd be
roll.
fun.
DM, you had an and?
That's it.
What
Okay.
happens if you lie?
That's up to you guys. What I was
Okay.
gonna say was okay. So what I was gonna say was, feel free to call for insight checks if you feel like your character might not believe what the other person's saying. I encourage insight checks.
So, okay, let's say we have in game established the rules between you and I, right? Gladwin.
Yes.
I will say,
Wait, hold on. We're only doing this if Tybalt's a part of it.
well, what I was gonna say, Tibble is the perfect referee.
No, he's joining us.
Okay. It's up to him if he wants to join or not. But
It's all or nothing.
he is a perfect in-game referee because of his perception.
But I don't know him like that in game, so I'm
Okay,
not
all right.
convinced.
So that what but also we can't I mean Rollies is only
We can
we
play three
three.
ways
Okay, that's fine.
easily.
Say
Yeah.
Tybalt.
Three-way roll. What
How
is
about
You
it?
game?
The
how about
highest
this?
roll asks the lowest roll question. Is that
Highest
what it
it's a
is?
yeah, it's a highest pure D20. Ask a
Mhm.
question of anybody else that loses or of the loser.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
But I
lowest.
mean,
Yeah.
so the
The
only reason
lowest.
why I say that that's not ideal is that if I keep losing, then we don't learn shit about you.
Well, here's what I was gonna say. Why don't we just do one at a time? Ebrath will go against
And then
Gladwin,
Tibble
and then
goes.
Tybalt will go.
No. Free for all every time.
But okay, but Dave, but you understand what I'm
Okay,
saying
okay,
though.
okay,
Like
okay,
if
okay,
I
okay.
do,
How about this? How about this?
we
How about this? How
okay,
about this? How about this? How about this?
okay,
I got it.
sure.
so
I got
Let's
it.
all
I
right.
got it. I got it. I got it.
Let's do it then.
I
Let's do
got
it
it.
then.
check it out. Whoever wins gets to
Oh, put
ask
your hand down,
whoever
bro.
they want.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right, let's go.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whoever wins gets to ask
Edgar,
the lowest
go ahead.
person.
No, I'm not raising my hand. This is Ronnie. He
Oh,
raised his hand and it
No, I was
registered.
scratching my head.
oh,
Sorry.
okay. All right, so let's go ahead.
Top score asks the lowest score. That's it.
All right.
Easy.
Ready? Let's go.
So
Ready?
that,
Let's go. D20. Raw D20.
One,
oh,
2, 3. Okay.
Oh,
Dave, did
take
you roll?
this. Take the
I
6.
did.
He's
I
not
got
in the
a
game log.
12. I got a 12.
Oh yeah, you're not in the game
It
log.
says it's saying it's sending to everybody. Show you guys a screenshot.
Are you?
I
Is
got
he
a
not?
Are
12.
Is
you
he not in the
at?
campaign?
yes.
I did join the campaign.
Okay. Well, either
Huh.
way, I won.
I got a 12.
I got a 20.
What'd you get,
I got
Edgar?
a 6.
Okay, so Ed Brath gets to ask Tybalt a question.
Tybalt, am I your favorite surviving member of the 9-9?
Just jumping straight into the deep end, bro.
100% no.
Well,
Fuck.
It's technically only me and him. So
well,
It better be
Sir-
you then.
surviving is extreme because everyone's alive. They're just
oh,
off on
okay,
their
okay.
own.
Let me scratch that then. Then
Yeah,
if we're I meant that as a funny thing because it was just the two of us. But if we're
yeah.
counting everybody that exists, um, can it be a two-part question?
You can say the first part and then the second part once it comes back around.
Mm,
That's fair.
okay.
That's fair.
What is your favorite thing about me?
Hmm. Favorite
Because
thing?
my two-part was gonna be what's your favorite and what's your least favorite.
No. Yeah, well, those are two questions. Okay. Let's see. Favorite thing about you is your tough outer exterior, your tough exterior, but your soft interior.
All
Dang,
right.
Tybalt, how do you know what his insides are like?
Once he drops down to low health and realizes what he's made of.
I'll pound my I'll pound my
No, you
drink.
didn't. No,
I'll-
you didn't.
So I'll pound my drink,
Oh
and
my God.
this is what I guess would have been my third tankard at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll lean over to Gladwin and I was like, uh, it's all metal all the way through. Like, all right, next round.
Well, that answers that. All
Roll.
right, next
Oh,
round.
also, you don't know what I'm talking about because I
No,
look
I
like a
mean, not
no.
really.
Mhm.
Yeah, not really.
So you're like, what the fuck is this fool talking about? All right, roll 2, 15.
Gotta fix my headphones real quick, but I got nat one.
14. So Ebrath asks the new guy. Glad.
Hold on. Let me fix my headphones. Sorry, they got here. I might have to rejoin Zoom real quick.
Yo, Edgar, your godson is still teething, killing him.
Yeah, he's not having a good time.
Well, it's not as bad as it was like even a month ago.
Yeah.
There are whole days where he doesn't need like any Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
We
I'm back in.
used to, dude, they're like at the worst, we're literally around the clock, like as shit was like waiting, like fading off, like we had to give him because he was just like inconsolable.
Yeah. Damn.
Now it's only like every other day, one or
Mhm.
two doses, that's it. Like right now, he hasn't did anything at all today. I gave him Tylenol right before I put him to sleep, and I just gave him ibuprofen right now. And he's like still a little stuffy, so I gave him some Benadryl. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, dude.
Dang.
He is getting better. So like all of his molars are finally cutting. which is great, which means hopefully he won't be, in crazy pain.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to you, Gladwin, we're waiting for Ronnie?
I mean, we don't have to. I got a 1.
Okay,
You got the highest roll?
yeah. So my
Okay.
question
What's the
to you
question?
is, where are you from, Gladwin?
I am from everywhere. I am
Tybalt,
from everywhere.
is he telling the truth?
What are you rolling against? I guess we gotta wait until Ronnie gets back.
I mean, we can figure it out.
Deception
Um,
versus insight?
Insight, yeah.
uh, there's no deception because I'm not lying.
But
You get
okay, but that
you
where
roll
you're
bracket
from,
and
like
tell
that's like
me.
where you like, where you
But it's such a loaded question. Is that where you were born? Is that where you spent most of your time? Is
yeah,
that where
like
you
where do you like
recently lived?
where do you
Those are
come
very
from?
different
Like
questions.
where do you come from? I guess is my
But
question.
but
Answer the
again, I'll
question,
break it
Dave.
down
Answer the
into.
question or take a shot.
I did answer the question. I said I'm from everywhere. But to me, it's a loaded question because are you
Where do you
asking
come
where
from
I
is
was
like
born? Are you
yeah,
asking
like
where I was
where
born, where I grew up, where I spent most of my time, where I lived most recently? Those are all very different things. Where are you from is
okay, so I guess
that's
my
like,
my
yeah,
denotation from that is like where did you grow up? Where would you call home?
okay, that's a very different question. And I haven't gotten that far with this character, but I will look at a map of the Sword
Oh
Coast,
wait, hold
which is
on.
probably there.
If you don't have it prepared, I can ask you a different question.
Oh, I mean, yeah, or I can just pick something. It's up to you.
No, let me just ask you a different question.
Okay.
Have you always been a bard?
Uh, for the past couple of decades, yes.
Okay.
I
Decades.
don't remember being anything before that.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, I take a big old swig of my drink in real life and in game. Um, I'll answer this willingly. Am I only a bard? Absolutely not, little Ebrath. I am mostly a bard. However, I am known to hide in the shadows and stab people in the back from time to time, but never anybody that I like. It's never been anybody that I am friendly to.
I'll look and like roll my eyes at Tybalt and like, God damn it, another fucking
I
rogue.
I am telling you to your face right now, my little friend. I am not hiding this from you. I have stabbed people in the back, but in the very metaphorical sense and in the very literal sense.
Okay.
However, I am telling you now, and it has only been to people that I do not like. And I like you too. I like both of you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
And I
And I'll s-
feel like I have answered even more than you asked. And I hope you
sure.
appreciate that because I am the greatest bard that has ever lived.
How good are you as a rogue, though?
Well, let me tell you
Not that
this.
great. Not that great.
And am I as I'm doing that, I'm like kind of
Yeah, you
looking at
can.
his
Yeah,
dulcimer and I'm like plucking the
sure.
strings.
And as you start to pluck the
Question.
strings, I pull out my pan flute and I try to match your strings because,
And I'm mostly just like trying to figure out how poorly in tune it is. And even though I'm not a bard, just being around as long as I have been, I
yeah,
start tuning your instrument.
yeah, sure.
Give me a perception check first.
Perception check?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
And as
That
I'm
is going to be
playing
a
my
13.
As I'm playing my pan flute, you will realize that my pan flute was in tune with my dulcimer, even if they were both heavily out of tune. They're
Ah,
both like in tune with each other, even though they're like horribly out of tune.
Um, I don't know how much Evereth knows about musical instruments and like what tunings are.
even with the 13?
Well, like, does he have a reason to?
So my whole thing was just I
Because
traveled a
like
bunch.
Longevity.
me
I've
as a
met a
person,
lot.
I don't know how to tune a guitar.
Okay, got it.
Whatever.
I I would say he has been around enough bards over the course of his life that even though he's not like a practiced musician, he would at least get close to the appropriate notes.
How
Like
about
maybe it's not
this?
perfectly tuned.
How about this?
Okay.
Let's say maybe Zeth the White was fond of a good bard from time to time.
Okay.
And so you would know what a good bard sounds like.
Yes.
On that note too, let me ask a clarifying question also. With the memories of Zeth the White from pre-death, let's call it, right? Because there's like the after death where he's back, but there's a
Sure.
time before. Are his memories like crystal clear, or are they a little distorted for whatever reason, either due to death or age or like anything like that?
So I will say that from my understanding of this character, my most vivid memories are when Zeth was young. After after this coming back from stasis,
Yeah.
I do have vivid memories of blast construction and the instruction of blasts, but it's hazy for the previous maybe say like 100 years where we were mostly in the laboratory. My most vivid memories are of Zeth as a young man and adventurer when he was still becoming parts of adventuring groups as the artificer and cutting his teeth and making his way in the world.
Okay. And so you said like the last 100 years or maybe a little in and out.
Mostly because I was doing less and less. I was mostly like a lab assistant at that point,
Okay.
right? So that's where it's not necessarily hazy, it's more that the humdrum of that time was not very eventful for me, right?
Gotcha. So it's more like you were just so focused on your studies, everything else that happened was like
I,
a,
I
a
was
it was like a
I was like
minor
a
detail.
yeah, I was like a robotic assistant
Yeah.
helping him conduct things that I wasn't really a part of. Like I had access to notes, I helped dictate, but I wasn't the driving mind of that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
Um, and just one more question about as I'm like kind of getting to close to what the note should be, I just want to inspect the instrument and see if it's like a instrument of good quality or not.
Hmm.
DM?
Okay.
Um,
Ronnie, can I answer that or is that a you
sure.
thing?
No, sure.
Um, as you
Ah,
inspect the instrument, like it's kind of in line with what you previously saw with, like I mentioned, right? Like
your clothing.
you're playing, well, not even that, but yes, good observation. But like you're messing with the guitar, dulcimer, stringed instrument, right? And like I mentioned previously, my pan flute, which is an entirely different instrument, was at the exact same tuning, which you wouldn't expect. You'd expect that if there's a shitty musician that doesn't know how to tune their instrument, like everything's going to be out of whack.
Right.
However, the pan flute is in like perfect sync, like they're exactly the same
Like it
tuning.
was intentional.
It was absolutely intentional.
Got it.
And you get the sense that this instrument is very fine,
Got it.
um, but it's almost like being made intentionally shitty.
Got it. So like I'm gonna look at it and see like it's of like a very fine
It's quality.
what so like what color is it? Is it like a light wood? Is it like a darker?
Yeah, I'd say this is like a lighter wood. It's
Got it.
probably close to like an oak looking wood.
Oh, so real light. Okay. Like a light
The
tan
strings, yeah, and the strings are definitely like quality strings. Are probably made from,
and
I don't
new.
know, in a fantasy setting, they're like whale intestines or some shit. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
know.
Okay. So like
But they're like,
the closest to nylon, like some sort of
yeah,
like
they're nice. They're
some
nice
sort of like
strings.
really nice gut. Okay. So I'm gonna look
Right.
at it and kind of like as I finish the tuning to the best of
And
my
and
ability.
even as you're tuning it, you'll notice that every string that you're tuning, it's like the exact same amount of like difference, almost like it's two
Mm,
steps down,
mm,
you know?
mm,
Like intentional.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, got it. So like I'll finish the tuning and I finish inspecting it and realize like not only is it a much finer instrument that I would have assumed due to your performance, but I will catch what you're saying that like it seems intentionally fully down tuned,
yeah.
right? Um and I'll notice that like the strings are in good order. Like maybe there's a little excess oil on like the chord signatures you're using on the neck, right? Like maybe you're a cowboy chording it or some shit, right? Like, and I'm like, ah, this is fucking weird. Like, why? And there's no like excess strings on the tuner at the end. It's very like neatly kept and
Right.
trimmed.
Yeah, you don't have that extra like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, huh, and I hand it back to you. I'm like, here you go. Um, fuck. Fucking something's not
And as soon as you hand it back, uh
you'd redo
I
it.
will say, well, as yeah, but like even as I'm redoing it, I'll say, oh, breath, you clearly know nothing about instruments here. This is why I am
Okay.
the greatest bard in the world, and I start to immediately tune it back to where it was.
And I'm just gonna take it and be like, yeah, sorry, I apologize. I'm not the musician you are. I apologize because something weird is being clocked, and I'm not sure what it is, but I'm keeping it in the back of my mind. But because of that, and it's giving me pause, I'm gonna just kind of quickly glance at Tybalt and say, okay, so we have two more iterations of this game. We got to get some sleep because tomorrow you and I have some things to do. Tybalt, are we still okay? Test of strength.
And Brett,
Yeah.
what kind of things do we have to do? I would love to join you. What are we talking about?
Well, let's play some
Uh,
rollers.
All right, fair. Rollies. All right, we're rolling another d20,
yeah.
or okay.
Ooh, I got a 5.
They got a
Gladwin, you
4.
subtract a one.
I subtract a 1.
Gladwin. Did Ebrath take a drink?
No, I asked the
Mm,
question.
who took the first drink?
You did.
No,
Oh, would have been me.
Tybalt lost oh, somebody lost the first
Oh
one.
no,
It wasn't me.
Tybalt lost the first one.
I lost
Yeah.
the second one. So Tybalt
But it
gets a
was,
-1.
But he didn't take a drink. He answered the question.
yeah.
Okay. All right, I got a
So
16 on this third one.
I lost, you won.
I think I got the lowest because I got 4, right? You got 5?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Well, Gladwin wins.
I
What's
win?
that one?
Okay. Wait, who do I get to ask?
Tybalt.
Me, Tybalt.
You, Tybalt. Hmm. this is going to be a juicy one. All right, hold on. Gotta make this one count. I had some things for Tybalt. Okay. Well, Tybalt, my friend, I told you in a moment of confidence recently that I am descended from the stars, from the heavens themselves. I am allotted one question. What do you know of celestial beings?
Ooh, good question.
What I know of celestial beings is only as much as they allow me to know and use for their purpose. I am a cleric of Lathander, and I owe my life to him. But Lathander knows that in order to save the world, in order to save the Sword Coast, we need all the help we can get. So I've allowed other deities to channel themselves through me, and I have become their vessel.
Well spoken, Tybalt. And among those deities that you consider potentially helpful, what do you think? And you don't have to answer this. You've answered your question. What do you think of Merkel?
And I spit out my drink.
Well, allow me to rephrase my purpose. I am a vessel for deities who wish to protect the Sword Coast, not to destroy it, not to harm those who are weak and cannot protect themselves. Merkel has not Merkel's followers haven't tried, they've only chosen death in order to get what they're looking for. They choose strength and power over helping others. They choose themselves.
Oh, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not how I feel.
Hmm.
Well, you can take your experience. I know what I've seen. I know what I've experienced. I know who I've killed because they haven't been protectors of the realm. So if you differ from what we're trying to do and you want to follow Merkul or Talos and be and follow that cult, then we have no use for you.
Oh, let me stop you right there, Tybalt. Merkel is one thing, and the cult is another. And I hope to be able to show you that difference. You may not trust me yet, and with good reason. I am new to your group. However, I must stop you in comparing the Colt to Merkel. They're two very different things. And I will show you in time if you'll allow me.
Well, hey, just so you're aware, you're not part of this group yet. We have one
I
more,
understand this. I understand.
Tybalt. I think we have time for one more game of rollies before we have to head in, and then I will put this man through the trial of strength in the morning.
One more time.
If you choose. I mean, you can walk away now, but the only way you join us is for us to test your mettle.
That is, I would expect no less from the great Ebrath of the storied 9-9. If you didn't test me, I would question your resolve.
And just so you were aware, I come off as ornery as they come, but believe me when I say that you facing me tomorrow morning is a kindness. If you face my friend Tybalt here, in good faith, there's no way you survive.
Then I shall face Tybalt. And let's ensure that this commitment is true.
No, 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 no. You'll face me. And I
Well,
roll
now you're just insulting my capabilities.
to get to Tybalt. Trust me, you'd much rather face me.
Play some rollies.
I rolled a 14.
What did you get?
11.
How about Gladman?
I got 18.
-1.
Still, he still wins.
Oh, why? I've answered everything.
You took a
You
drink.
take a drink. You're getting -1.
Wait, when did I
Because you're
take a
getting
drink?
You
getting
willingly
buzzed.
took a drink. You like cheers them. You took a drink.
Oh, am I the only one that drank? I thought everybody drank with me.
Oh yeah,
Tybalt
so
hasn't.
So
I drank
everybody's
with
minus
him.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, then you would have a
-1.
-1 as well, Andre.
Yeah, so that's 13.
Still, yeah.
Okay, so how did this round resolve?
You win.
You win. You
And
ask
who?
Tybalt again.
And yeah.
Okay. Ah, man. All right.
I can take the question
Or
if he doesn't want to.
if it's the final question of the night.
I need to look at I need to make it a good one.
Why don't we do this? Since you've won, you've bested us both. You can ask us both one question.
Okay. Um, fair. I appreciate that. Let's see. So I will start. I'm gonna start with Ebrath.
Let's do it.
And the question I will ask. I have a good one. Um, very simple. Don't you remember me?
Should I?
I would hope so.
And when did I meet
Maybe
you?
not. Maybe not in this form.
You have other forms?
No, of course not. Of course not.
How about give me a history check? -1.
Okay. All right. I'm going to
Give you
Flash Genius
guidance.
this. Okay. And I'm going to Flash Genius it. So that's a 15. What's the guidance? D4?
It's a D, yeah, D4.
So
Are
that
you
is a
cheating over
22.
here?
It's a 22.
Um, you will remember that Zeth the White did enjoy a good bard from time to time,
Hmm.
and
As we've established.
yeah, so it wouldn't have been uncommon for him to maybe go to a tavern after a long day researching whatever he researched, to go have a drink and enjoy a good song or two. And it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities that Seth the White might have taken inspiration from legends and bard songs, as myth is typically steeped in some truth.
Hmm.
There was an instance where Seth the White would have sought out a bard to inquire about some of his stories and songs, to find out where they might have heard those stories, and he might have looked into how true some of them might have been. That's it.
And with that 22, do I recall seeing a person that fits this description, whether or not it was younger than the way he looks now?
This would have been maybe 150 years ago,
150 years ago.
give or take a few.
And did he look this like this?
No, it definitely wouldn't have been Gladwin, whatever that's sitting in front of you now.
Hmm. So I wouldn't be able to differentiate him from another bard that we
No,
would have
to the best
known.
of your knowledge, you've never met this person before. But the fact that he asked if you remembered him triggers a memory of Zeth mentioning in his journal, discussing with the bard legends of creation of life, and in his quest to discover and further the progress of instilling life in inanimate objects, such as what he did with Last. It might not have been out of the realm of possibilities that he heard a song about something similar
Hmm.
and thought to himself, no fucking way.
Hmm. Okay.
And maybe in a bout of boredom or curiosity, he would have gone over to the bard and struck up a conversation regarding that song or whatever it was.
Almost like what happened today, right? Where he was like hearing the lyrics, but he's not really into it, and then he's like, "Oh shit, is that like us? Is that our like our lineage of what we've done?" I kind of picture it's kind of like that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll say as that memory comes rushing back.
It's clearly not this person in front of you.
Yeah. I'll say can't say that I do.
Well, Hebrath, I hope that changes. I hope you do remember me.
I guess we'll see.
And with that, Tybalt, I have a question for you, my dear friend. And it starts as a riddle.
God, I hate him. I hate him so much.
Good, that's what I'm going for. Um, and again, I'm still figuring out this voice, so forgive me if I fuck this up. But Tybalt, before the sun and moon, there was a song, and its music awoke the first dawn, the creation. Its melodies so delighted the stones and trees that some of them gained a voice of their own, and now they sing too. When the students learned the song, the mountains learned to sing and dance. Do you believe in the creation, Tybalt?
In the creation of what?
The creation of the first dawn.
I don't know that I've given that any thought. Too busy trying to save the realm and all.
Surely you've given thought to the creation of all existence.
The only thing I've given much thought to is the creation of myself.
And how were you created?
Well, you see, when a man and a woman love each other,
Shut up, Ronnie. God damn it. Ruining my fucking moment over here.
I can't say that I remember much past a fateful night some time ago.
I most certainly didn't have anything to do with that creation. That's for sure. Well, you've answered honestly, I believe. Give me I'll do a an insight check, please.
Who's doing an insight check on what?
On whether I believe you.
Oh.
so I guess to right click on it, and you can do persuasion or deception, and just
Deception.
right click on it so that it only goes to me. You can choose to DM only.
And can I
Okay.
roll insight?
Yeah, you will insight.
Okay. I get yeah, it's pretty low. It's fine. Oh, critical roll.
Critical failure?
Critical 20. No,
No way.
not 20 plus one.
Damn. Actually -1.
Yeah,
Okay, minus one.
but
Sure,
still,
that's
that's
fine.
20. Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say, Gladwin is able to kind of, he's locked in. He is playing jovial, but you can tell he's really searching your words carefully. Um, and I mean, obviously, Tybalt's telling the truth. How much would you say? Would you say that there's some that you're maybe not? You're telling the truth, but how much you're not telling everything. You're not telling the full story, obviously, correct?
You're asking Tybalt?
Tybalt, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, nothing's been a lie.
Okay. Well,
But
then,
not that it's been a lie, but are you telling the whole truth?
Am I telling the whole truth? I mean,
and nothing but the truth.
what I've what I've said hasn't been a lie.
Um, yeah. Okay.
But do I get the sense that he's told me everything? I guess
That's
is my
that's up
question.
to you to decide.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
With that, you guys hear a loud crash outside, and the voices of screaming as somebody says, "We're under attack." And you can hear the sounds of battle breaking out in the street outside. What do you guys do?
I push my drink forward and I say, "Well, sounds like us." I start and I rush to the door.
How about Tibble?
Yep. Sounds like our beds will have to wait. I'll follow behind.
Cool. Um, you guys have Albert open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that there are two humanoid drows that are kind of just chasing people kind of through the streets. I don't have tokens for all the civilians, but there's some civilians here. They're kind of chasing after them. You see a couple people have been like slashed on their backs and like fall into the ground. Um, people are
Damn, you had to drop that guy?
people are taking shelter where they can, and as these drow
You
are kind of
disappear.
slowly walking around and saying, "We don't have to harm you. Give up the 99 and we'll let you return home safely. We are here to claim their reward." Gladwin, what are you doing?
I am
Taking a piss.
taking a
Okay.
piss. Yes, give me 30 seconds. Sorry, I need to concentrate for a second.
I
Good
need to
call.
concentrate for a second.
You got this, bro.
I believe in you,
I
dog.
just imagine him as that dude from Waiting, where you like can't go if like you feel
Oh
like the
yeah,
door
Yeah,
bro,
looking.
that's me,
yeah.
man. Dude, I have such a shy bladder.
Me too.
Bro, I had a pee at a where was it? It was at the Casbah. They have a single toilet and urinal in one room for all the guys,
Dude,
and
that's the Red Barn. I fucking
it's just
hate
like
going there.
door open.
Yeah,
Dudes are just like
yep,
walking in and out. They don't give a fuck. They're just
yeah,
like peeing and then getting out. And I was like, when you hold it so much that you
yeah,
just can't go.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
You have to
I was
start it and you can't do. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You ever
And what's it?
go ahead, go ahead.
I just told I was like trying to pee, and then I like look back. I'm like, sorry guys, I'm trying to break that seal. And some dude patted me on the shoulder, and he's like, "You got this one."
Dude, the only time,
Bro,
the only
don't
time
touch
I've
me
been
while my
able,
dick is out. Like
the only time I've successfully peed at Red Barn is when I'm with somebody and I
Yeah.
have to have them because so it's the same thing. It's literally one toilet and urinal in the thing,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
that door doesn't lock, or at least it didn't used to.
Hmm.
So I'd be like trying to fucking I gotta pee so like to wait, it hurts. I gotta fucking pee, but I can't
Hmm.
do it. And the only time I've successfully peed there is when I'm with somebody and I'm like, yo, man the fucking door. Don't let anyone come in here. And they're like, all right. Yeah, yo, you know who is the best at that?
No.
Thankfully, fucking Michael Renteria.
mhm.
Yeah.
Because he's
I
big,
can see
because
that.
he's a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
big dude. So
You
Yeah.
like,
ever
um, because I remember one time I went with Isai and Brian Kern,
Hmm.
and Isai had a pee right behind me. And he tried to man the door, but he's so small that people kept pushing past him and opening the door. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. And like I'm like getting in shouting matches with these guys. And I'm like, like dick in hand, like, yo,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. And like, well, hurry up and fucking pee. I'm like, well, I would if you fucking got out. Like it was a fucking thing. And then or one time
Bro,
I went
the
with Michael.
worst,
I went with
the
Michael and I was like,
worst.
dude, I can't. if you let anyone in this room, I will not be able to pee. And he was like, it's okay, go. It's like, okay, bro, I got you. Cause he's fucking 6'1", 300 pounds. Like he's like,
Yeah.
no one's getting by him. Thank
Yeah.
God.
You ever go to
Bro,
like a
doors.
urinal and like a busy bathroom where there's like, a lot of people, and then like can't go because you're like there's a lot of people here, and then
Yes.
you're just stuck there, and you start thinking like, damn, do they think I'm just standing here with my dick out because I'm clearly not peeing?
It just makes it worse
Yeah.
because you get in your head.
Dude, that's why whenever possible, I do stalls. 'Cause I can
Yeah,
do a stall.
totally, totally.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
let me tell you a quick funny story. My first experience where I was like, fuck, I can't do this. I can't just sit here and like dilly-dally at Ozfest in San Bernardino at the Glen Helen Amphitheater
That's
or
why I
whatever
hate
they're calling
festivals,
it
bro.
now.
That's why I hate
Okay,
festivals.
but hear me out. Hear me out. So the festival hired a guy to heckle people for not using the urinals. There was a trough. Okay,
Yeah, I hate
it's a
those.
big old.
Oh, dude,
The
the
There's a
open
big
worst.
old
ice,
trough.
the open
The
ice
worst.
troughs and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
It's a big ass
First of all, they
trough. You can
smell
fit like
terrible. They
yeah.
smell
yeah,
so bad.
absolutely. But you can fit like 20 dudes there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
the thing at that festival is nobody's using this trough. Everybody's going into the stalls because they're like, I don't want to show my dick to 20 dudes.
I don't.
Reasonable, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
But at the same time, right, they hire a guy and he sits there and he talks shit. And he's like, "Oh, what's wrong? You got a small dick? You don't want to go to use the fucking the urinal?"
imagine,
And
bro.
everyone's like, "What the fuck,
Dude,
dude?"
so like that's the whole thing is like
And
it's
but
not that
that's the
like
whole thing.
I don't care about showing my dick. It's just like I can't physically make pee come out of my shit
Hmm.
if like yeah, I just feel like I will say I have used troughs fucked up before when I've already peed once and I've already
Every
broken the
sports
seal,
and
and that's fine. Hate
Mhm,
them.
mhm.
every
Hate
sports
them.
I was saying
arena
my
has
very
them.
first time using a trough, I was like 6, and we
In
were at like
Dodger
a
baseball or
Stadium.
baseball.
something.
We were at like
For
a
me it was
baseball
for me
game.
it
Yeah,
was Dodger Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it might have been Dodger Stadium now that I think about it.
Dude,
And
their
I just remember
trough is
being
like
like,
a hundred
Yeah.
dudes
yeah,
long. Like
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
fucking huge,
yeah,
you
I
know?
was like 7 and I could barely like
me
legit.
too. Yeah,
So this is so gross.
You're
Like
you're
I was
trying to
so
point it
I was
up.
so little. No, I was so little that what I had to do was I had to get on my tippy toes and rest my tiny little nutsack and dick
Uh,
on the edge. Yeah, bro.
no.
Yes, bro.
I hope you're prepared to take Elias through that journey with you.
Bro, so what was dope was by the time so I was like probably yeah, I was like 6, 7. By the time we started going to Raider Charger games at
Yeah,
Charger Stadium, I was a
yeah.
little older and
In San
slightly
Diego.
taller.
Yeah.
So but okay, this is one of the reasons why I think I have such a shy bladder with shit like that now was I was at the farthest edge of the trough, right? Like closest to like the
You're in the
opposite
corner.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, there was like nobody in it. There was like a couple people taking shits, but nobody on the trough. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm peeing. As I'm peeing, this Raider fan like stumbles into the bathroom and starts getting jumped by Charger
oh
fans.
no,
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
fuck.
It
What?
starts getting fucked up, dude. Like
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
that sucks, dude.
So I was like, oh shit, this is fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm like, but like I already started peeing, so like it's not ending. I'm just like, and I'm a child. I've had my first 32-ounce soda of my life,
yeah.
right? And I'm fucking, so I'm just peeing, just like, oh shit, like what the fuck? So I leave, like half hour later, I go get like fucking whatever, like snacks. I go back to the bathroom maybe an hour after that. And that that Raider fan that got fucked up found one of the guys that jumped him in that same
Yeah.
bathroom,
You're just
brought
Oh.
friends, brought
0 for
friends
2 on
and
Oh.
bathrooms.
fucked him
And
up.
jump
Oh.
him.
Oh. You
Just as
gotta
you're
go
gonna use
there.
the restroom
No,
again,
dude, no, so legit. So like I hadn't
you
I
got
hadn't
both sides
started
of that.
so I hadn't started peeing yet. Like I had just whipped my shit out and like I just like, oh, okay. So I just zipped back up, ran out, like literally like I'm like trying to edge around like the wall as like these
Yeah.
grown men are like in retaliation beating up this other guy. Dude, and
Yeah.
the Raider fan was fucked up. Like he had like his nose was bleeding, his eye was like pretty
They
swollen.
probably threw him in the trough too.
Well, he was like, dude, he's on the floor of a bathroom in a stadium. He's
Yeah.
getting like fucking Hep B and shit. Like he's getting
Oh
fucked
Jeez.
up.
yeah. Oh
He's getting
yeah.
fucked up. So like I ran
At
back
the
down.
very least,
I
pink
just,
eye. On a
dude,
good day, that's pink eye.
100%. So like I just ran back to my seats and my dad was like, that was fast. And I was like, I didn't pee. He was like, why not? And I told him why, and he was like, Mio, there's other bathrooms. And I was like, I know, but I'll just and I was like,
Okay.
I'll just see that guy
I'll
again.
just hang out. Well, so I was
I
like,
see that in the little
I'll
on
just
ramp where
hang
they're
out.
like
The guy in the next
going into
bathroom.
bathrooms looking for
So
Raider fans. Like,
normally this was like my second or third Raider Charger game.
Yeah.
Um, normally my dad would be like, "Cool, let me go with you and I'll take you." But it was the
Yeah.
first time my sister went with us, so he's like, "I can't leave your sister here.
Yeah.
You have to just go get another You have to find another bathroom." I was like, I'm like, I'm 10 at this point. I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck me, right?" Like,
Yeah.
dude,
It's
I
like,
dude.
remember going
But
to my
this was
first
like,
Raider game, and then like there were people that were fighting in line for the urinals during like the tailgate, and I was just like, this is a mistake. Like, why are we doing this at 10 a.m.?
yeah, dude.
yeah.
Like people were like pissing themselves getting into fights.
Dude, but this was crazy. So
Oh
we ended
no,
up leaving at
Ronnie.
halftime because it was like fights were erupting in the stadium and you could pick them out where we were sitting,
Yeah,
where people
Yeah.
were getting fucked up all along like the seating. It was crazy.
Oh,
And the two games before that, nothing happened. Everything was
yeah,
fine.
dude. Speaking of fights breaking out, roll initiative.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. Damn, I really wanted to fuck Dave's character up.
All right. All right, Andre. I got a
Yo,
17 Ronster.
15.
That's okay. It's a reasonable response.
I thought
To
so.
That's fine.
What did
It's
it total
fine.
get?
I'm sure I will come to love you, Dave, but right now
17.
God,
you were just
I
rubbing
get it.
Ebrat the wrong way.
I get it, dude. I get it. That was kind of my goal. I'm not gonna lie.
Although I will
I
say,
told you we needed
I did like
go
my
ahead.
line about how like it is a mercy for you to fight me over Tybalt. Legitimately, Tybalt would
And
annihilate
that's fine.
most
My
people.
character is very support. First of all, like he's not a one-on-one fighter. He is there to support your asses. So you will see that in time. But I get the
But I
response.
did like
I
the
get it.
idea of like the trial by strength, like just like a 1v1 like sparring session would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guy wouldn't have a lot on one, honestly, because he's a group fighter. I mean, he's a support fighter, and he has like sneak attack and shit like that. So
We
that's
did
not really going
a
to translate well to a one-on-one. I didn't build him as a one-on-one guy.
so speaking
we
of
did
which,
a
oh, go ahead.
we did a 1v1 with Blast and Tibble, and I
Oh,
took
dude,
Blast out.
he fucked me up.
Good.
Also the problem was that both times we started too far apart.
Yeah.
It was yeah,
Dude, it was
But that's
that
part
was
of
yeah,
Ridiculous.
oh
that's
yeah.
part of you can't just make a blanket statement of like one versus one, right? Because like
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
if I was playing with Vox, if I'm at a reasonable distance, I'll just shoot you and you don't even get to get close to me.
Well,
Right?
so
Because
that was
Yeah.
the
like
thing.
there's so many different scenarios of what could happen. You
So that was
can't
the
just be like, who's the best? Like it's
well,
not
that
about
Right.
yeah.
that.
So that was the thing, and I didn't think about that when we set our like terms of like our sparring session. We
But
started
why
30
would
feet
you?
away.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every
When it
every
was
character
like,
is different.
and it was like a fuck around thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
and it was like the one hit I got on Tybalt got like half his health out. But
yeah.
didn't matter because I was already so low. Like he'd already
You
Yeah.
just
fucked me up with
finished
a
it.
bunch of spells.
Yeah. And there's so much else to it. Like you
Yeah,
could run and hide. Are there shrubs nearby? Are there, elements or whatever? But anyway, let's get to this battle. I'm
let's
down.
go.
Let's fucking do it.
First is
I'm
Vladimir,
curious to see how this character
followed
works
by
out because I
Tybalt.
don't have like a bunch of gear, but he's got his spells set up and
You're
should
up.
be interesting.
You're
I'm up
first, yeah.
first.
Yep.
All right. Um, Alrighty then. This is the door right here.
That's a window. The door is over here.
Okay. But that's an open window that I could potentially shoot out of, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. I'm warning you guys right now, it's probably gonna take me a little bit longer to do my turns, only because I don't know this character.
That's fair.
However, yeah, these guys are 20 something feet apart. Um,
The music going.
Oh yeah, I didn't even open up the Sword Coast 99 shit. The sync tube. Corrido de Paupius is still on here.
Yeah.
I always
I,
have Edgar's like AI song stuck in my head where it's all Sword Coast
Yeah, honestly,
99. Blah,
I'm
blah,
I'm
blah.
I,
I'm honestly I'm digging it.
So
I'll listen to El Corrido right now. It's kind of hyping me up a little bit.
I think I can go to about right here. I'm gonna try to get out of the building. And then as a magic action, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like it's just a regular action.
Where's the link for the
The sync tube?
yeah.
think it might be in the notes, but I can link it.
Is it pinned? It should be pinned.
Yeah, it is. Oh, but I think hold on. I think it's the A6. Yeah, it's not the right one. Yeah.
Okay, so from this distance, with my thunderous great club that Ronnie so graciously let me have, I'm going to use the earthquake ability. So as a magic action, I can create an intense seismic disturbance in a 50-foot radius circle centered on the point of impact. So I'm going to do it right between these two guys, which means it should hit both. And what happens is they need to succeed on a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or they are prone.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It doesn't do damage, but they will be prone. Any creature on a spot where the fissure opens must succeed on a DC 20. Falling into the fissure. Wait. Oh, this is on the next turn. So after I've created that point of like um seismic activity, next turn I can go in again. Wait, no. In addition, you can cause a 30-foot, 10-foot wide fissure to open up on the ground anywhere in the area. But I don't know if that's only when the concentration is broken. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just treat it as just like a prone. They're both prone?
Yeah, they're both prone.
Okay. So that was my action and my movement. And for my bonus action, I will.
Okay, so it says here you have to do it at the point of impact. So you would have to move your character in between them if you wanted it to hit both of them.
No, because this is you can create a strike against the ground to create an intense seismic disturbance in a 50-foot radius circle. Okay, so from where I'm at 50 feet?
Mhm.
Okay, so I only get B. B is about 50 feet from me.
Okay.
Yeah, so A wouldn't be prone then.
Okay.
You are right about that.
So
While
that's
you
your
attune to this magic weapon, your strength is 20. That the weapon deals. Oh, so I didn't actually deal damage with the weapon though. So it's just the earthquake.
correct.
Okay,
And you
so
use
he's
one
prone.
charge.
I guess. I don't know. I can look at the charges after. Let me finish my turn so these guys can go. I will then use my bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration. Who's next?
To
If I know. If I don't know, then
you wouldn't know, but
okay. If I don't know, then I guess I'll probably give it a breath, just
okay.
because. Just because.
All right.
That's my turn. Did movement, action, bonus action. That's it. And I use my charge for Bardic Inspiration. So
what did your
Eb-
bardic inspiration look like?
oh man. So in at least in this moment,
You have the moat, correct?
yeah, I have a lot of cool shit. So I would have the as the fight's initiating, I would have snatched my um dulcimer back out of Ebrat's hand and said, I
I give
need
it back
this
to you.
right now. Yeah,
I'd already
okay.
given it back to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I would have just emphasized like I need it right now. Um, and when I cast Bardic Inspiration, there is a very bright um little moat that like as I cast it on you and I'm like doing my little, song thing to inspire you, I feel like, oh man. So I don't know about you guys because this might be a little bit weird or catered to me, but um anytime I hear like a song I'm really fucking into, um especially if the conditions are right. I forgot who was telling this to the other day, but like it's a weird thing where the temperature matters to me on like how much I'm into the song, right? So like if it's really cold and I have the chills and I hear a song that I really fucking like, I'm like, fuck, it just gives me the chills like to the core and it's amazing. Um anyway, that's what it's like. So as I'm playing my little jig and I'm like fucking directing it to Ebra, um, he hears the song and he's like, damn, that's fucking Creed or whatever, that's my shit.
Yeah.
And it just he can feel it in his core, and then as he does, there's a little moat that's floating around by him until he uses it. And so depending on what you use it for, Ebrath, it'll have different effects. But like
Okay.
all of them will be amplified. Whether it's for you can use the Bardic Inspiration for an attack or a saving throw or just an ability check.
Hmm.
And depending on what you use it for, it'll have different effects.
Okay. Dope. Hell yeah.
And I need to look them up. Oh yeah, right here. Mode of potential. So it's orbiting 5 feet around you, basically.
So it's like a musical note orbiting me.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
You can think of
So
it that way.
I'll say like yeah, I'll say like it's a basic musical note floating around like my head or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's almost like either like I would like to envision as like a deep bass where it's just like
Mm,
just like that power note.
got it. Okay, cool.
And again, depending on what you do with it, because you can use it on an ability check, an attack roll, a saving throw, and they all have their own benefit to them.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So after Gladwin is Tybalt followed by Ebra.
Uh, would I be able to leave through this window?
You lose 5 feet of movement, but sure.
Okay. So I will walk or climb out the window and then call out to the drows and say, I heard you were looking for us.
And then the one that's on the ground will look over, roll over, and be like, "There he is, the Tim, get him."
The
Okay.
Timkin?
Hmm?
The Timkin.
What's the
Hmm.
Timkin?
What did you say? It sounded like that.
Oh, I said, "There he is, that's him, get him."
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Oh,
him.
that's not what it came through. It was like, there he is, the Timkin.
Oh, he is the Timkin, yeah.
The Timkin, bro.
Um,
I was like, damn, Tybalt's known as the Timkin in some kind of reality here.
Until it says, "Here I am, come and get me," and then he
The
says that he's
Timkin.
gonna Timken is gonna reach into his amulet and pull out a glowing orb and throw it in the general direction of B and A, and you'd see the orb get brighter and split into two. And I'm gonna cast guiding bolt with a point, sorcery point to split it and hit both.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh shit! Hold on.
What do I have to do?
No. I'm gonna roll to hit, so
Okay.
just let me know if it's. So the first one is oh shit, natural one, so 13 to hit.
That's a natural one.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, that's a miss.
it's plus 12. So
What's
that
it
was
making?
for at B. Did I get anything because he's prone advantage?
Not unranged.
Okay.
I thought
Oh,
The
like that's how
second,
we. Isn't that how we've always done it?
I thought
hey,
I thought prone still got advantage.
Um,
or maybe
sure.
prone was
That's fine.
disadvantage at range. There's a rule there. I know there's a rule there. It may be disadvantage because they're prone. Um, but advantage if it's a
Melee
weapon,
I
if
attack
a
I
within
melee
5
attack.
feet.
I
Yeah.
do think it's disadvantage on ranged attacks, but like with weapons, I don't know if it's for
Oh, it says
spells
right
too.
here, attacking a target who is prone with a ranged attack gives disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah,
But is
Attack
it
roll.
okay.
is it considered a ranged attack or is it a spell?
But it's a ranged
It's a
spell attack.
spell range attack.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there are like melee spell attacks and ranged spell attacks.
Mhm.
Right.
Like vampiric touch is a melee spell attack. Like you use your spell modifier, but you hit them with a physical attack.
Yeah. So A was 25 to hit,
That hits.
and it's going to do 20 points of damage. And then
Good
the
hit.
next attack on it will be with
20 points of damage?
20. Yeah. And then I'm going to cast as a bonus action spiritual weapon at fourth level.
Okay.
Where the heck is it? There it is. And I'll spawn it on B so that I can wail on him. So that one is going to be with advantage, right?
Is he the one that's prone?
He's on this prone. Yeah, B.
that'd be with advantage because that's a melee attack.
Yep, yep. Okay. That's going to be a 26 to hit,
That hits.
and it's going to deal 13 points of damage.
Got it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Cool. It's my turn.
After that, it
All
is
right.
Ebrath followed by the drow.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump through the other window. 5 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna hit here. Which of the two is the most fucked up?
They both look damaged.
Okay, so I'm going to focus my attack on A, which is not prone. And let's fucking go. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Wait, okay, so on an attack roll, the target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a con save or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
What's the die?
So you get a I think it's
That's
a
if he's using it.
D8. Hmm?
That's if he's using it.
That's
I
yeah,
thought
that's true. I can use it on my next one.
okay,
So
yeah, if you want to.
that's 11 damage plus 4. That's 15 damage on A. I will
Because
also
it would deal damage to him even if you're not using it on the other guy.
yeah, no, that's okay. I have another attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit the so 15 damage to A.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit him with the Force Ballista. 18 a hit. And then what is the die for the Bardic Inspiration?
18 hits.
Um, the Bardic Inspiration is a D8, so that'll deal an extra D8 on that attack.
Okay, so let me roll that first.
And if there was anybody else nearby, it does like a little pulse impulse, but this one doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
he's not too far. So that's a
But just
3
for future reference.
plus 17. So that's 20 extra damage. So that's 20
Wait, but
total.
he on the Bardic Inspiration die, he does get a DC.
Okay,
So
so I
so Ronnie, you get a DC 16 con.
On A. Okay.
And if you don't pass that, then you get
then he
the
hits. Okay,
extra damage.
okay,
He passes.
okay. So then it's just 17 damage
Okay.
on A,
Okay.
and that's gonna be my
And
turn.
your Bardic Inspiration is gone, I think, because you used it on that.
Yeah, so that's my turn.
Cool.
All right. After Ebrath, it is C. C is going to come out of hiding over here up on this rooftop, and then he is going to shoot
What
a
the fuck?
dart at
Whack.
Tybalt.
Is that a 90-foot range?
Something like that. Getting a 21 to hit Tybalt.
That hits.
21.
That'll be 15 piercing damage,
Oh shit.
and he will make another dart attack, getting only 11.
Okay.
Um, all right, and then
Damn, this is a big map.
a little bit. He's going to use his full movement. Uh, um, there. Okay, that's his action and movement. After that, it's D. D is going to come out of hiding up here,
Oh Jesus.
and
No.
he's going to use his movements.
Liar.
Not lying.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
You're about to make me do some dumb shit, bro.
He's gonna get up here, and then he's gonna shoot a dart at Ebra.
Okay.
Missing on the first one, getting a 17 to hit on the second.
Misses.
Okay, that's gonna be his turn. And then after that, we're back up. Oh, sorry. After that, it's A. A is this guy here.
Wait, that's B. A or B?
I didn't touch anybody.
Oh, I saw a measurement on B. Sorry.
No, that
Somebody
was
else.
me. That was me.
All right. Okay, as a bonus action, right, he's going to, as a bonus action, dash over to Ebra,
Okay.
and he is going to pull out a you see him wielding this giant great axe. As he's running, he's like scraping it on the ground, and sparks are flying up off the rubble. And he's going to take a big swing at you
But he dashed though.
as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Getting a 16 to hit on the first one
Misses.
and a 19 to hit on the second.
I'll cast shield at the first level and it misses.
Okay. That's his turn. After that, it's B.
Wait, who moved?
Oh, sorry, I didn't move him. A did. He is now here. B is going to be next, and he is, how far is he from Tybalt? Okay. Oh, he's prone, so he's gonna get up and use half his movement to get up. He's no longer prone. And then he's going to huck a javelin at Tybalt, getting a 14 to hit and a 22.
22 hits.
That'll be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And in another language, you'll hear him yell something. And upon hearing this, A is going to make another attack against Ebrath with his great axe. Getting a 19 to hit, but you have shield up still, right?
I didn't cast shield. Wait, did I?
I thought you did.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I have a shield's up until
You
my
said
next
you
turn.
did.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the
yeah, yeah.
19 doesn't hit, correct?
Correct.
All right. That's going to be his turn, and then we're back up to the top with Gladwin, followed by Tybalt.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my 30 feet to get right about here. And that would give me opportunity, right? Because he's flanked.
It would give you advantage, not opportunity.
Advantage, that's what I meant. Because I mean, that's flanked, right? It's flanked
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So flanked only works though if you're gonna make a physical attack.
you're right. Right.
Okay.
And I am. I am going to attack him with my Thunderous Great Club, but first let me see if I want to do anything before that. I don't think I do. Just a quick check. Um, what's going on over here? Yeah, these guys are on the roof and shit. Not too worried yet. Will be soon, but not yet. Okay. So I will flank him. I'll make an attack with my Thunderous Great Club. And that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So it's going to be the regular damage plus 2d6 for my sneak attack.
Hold
Oof.
on. Do you get sneak attack on a two-handed weapon? I thought it had to be a
I
specific
don't see
type.
why not. I'll check. Just says once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack. Oh, with a finesse or ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
finesse him.
All right, I
But
didn't know
with
about
flanked,
that.
you still get advantage.
That's true. I might get a crit, right?
Yeah.
Because it already hit, so I'll just roll another attack, I guess. Yeah, it's not a crit.
You get 2 attack?
So the damage
No, one attack,
is
but it's advantage because he's flanked.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the 24 hit. Oh, and then it rolled the damage already, so 12 damage. And I still have my bonus action. I guess I'll do another Bardic Inspiration. Well, let me see real quick. Hold on. Make sure it's the best option. So I have these Psychic Blades, but that has to be a one-handed attack for me to be able to use that on top of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, you would have been able to do it.
Okay, so that's not viable. All right, yeah, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on, I guess, Tybalt this time. So Tybalt, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
Cool. After that, it's Tybalt followed by Ebrath.
Does A look hurt at all?
Yeah, A looks pretty roughed up compared to B.
Okay. Um, Tibble is going to uh put his hand on his tattoo and sort of like pull upwards, and as he does, it's gonna create a spark, and small dragonlings are gonna surround him, and he's casting Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So with that, he has a 15-foot. What is it? 15 feet away from me. So I guess it's radius. So it's oh, where's the circle? I guess it'd be like 30, 15 all the way around, like there.
Now you can just attach that to your token.
Attach, 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 attach. There it is.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there you
Cool.
go.
And I will. So this says when he casts a spell, I can designate people that are unaffected by it. So it'll be Glad and Embrath. And an affected creature, when they enter the area for the first time on a turn or start their turn there, they must make a wisdom saving throw or take the damage. So I am, and let me know if this is allowed. I'd like to move up to affect A, or I guess this would affect them both, wouldn't it? So I'll move into the
Yeah.
vicinity to get them both. So they both need to make a 21 wisdom save.
Jesus Christ.
Let's fucking go.
A passes
Okay.
and B does not.
Let's see. So this will say the creature takes. So they're going to take half as much damage for the ones that saved. So they will take 26 points of damage if they failed, 13 points of damage if they saved, and
Okay,
the one
yeah.
that didn't is movement is hindered by half.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing with my spiritual weapon again.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit,
That is.
and it's going to do 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn, that's a good
God
hit.
damn.
Nice,
Good
dude.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right. After that, it's Ebrath followed by the Drow.
How bad is A right now?
They're both pretty messed up.
Being A and B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I am going to use my feat ability.
Real
Uh,
quick, so Tybalt didn't use his Bardic Inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
so he still has that for next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it stays with him as long as he, like I said, they
Yeah.
choose when they want to use it.
Yes. And I think it almost, there's at least part of it that specifically says, like, if you don't hit, then you don't use it. But
Okay.
I'll look at that.
Sure.
Just want to be sure.
so I'm gonna use my feat ability and Misty Step.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna move myself up to this edge of the building.
Okay.
And then I will, that's my bonus action, and then I will hit, or I will attempt to hit A with my firebolt.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 12 damage.
Okay.
How's he looking afterwards?
I mean, he's still looking rough. Yeah.
Okay. Um Okay, that's gonna be my that's gonna be my whole turn.
Okay. After that, C is going to take a couple shots at Tybalt with his let's see, actually. How far are you? He's gonna shoot a dart at Gladwin. Getting a 10 to hit on the first one
Nope.
and 9 to hit on the second.
Nope.
Realizing that he's not as successful with his attacks as he'd like to be, he's going to cast darkness on himself. And a dome of darkness envelops him.
It's on Charlie.
Yeah. And then B is going to, or sorry, D. And he will move back. Actually, C is going to move. He's going to go.
Wait, does he look like the captain or something? Does he look different than the other guys?
Oh, God damn it. Oh, motherfucker. Sorry, my like dice isn't doing what I wanted it to. Or my cursor. No, she looks like he is more of a like scrub.
I guess
This is
scrub.
a dude.
Yeah, it's just a chill guy.
All of them look like scrubs.
Mm, you see that like A and B are a little bit more
A little more beefy, a little
yeah,
bit
beefy,
more
I guess, yeah.
elitely equipped or something.
Yeah, okay, sorry. That's C's turn. He is enveloped in darkness. Let me just do a quick 15-foot radius. Ebreth, I'll say that you are at 15 feet, so you would be like just out of reach of that darkness.
Okay, got it.
Um, D is going to use his movements. Go here, and then he's going to shoot 2 darts at Tybalt.
Yep.
First one being a 7, Second one being a 19.
Meets beats hits.
Wait. How much was it?
19.
I will use my protective wings feature. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet. I think he is within 5 feet. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a big map.
Oh, it's way too
It's all
far.
good.
Never mind.
It's fine.
No, I can't do shit there.
That's
All right.
fine. This was D.
Yeah, D
Okay.
is going to shoot 2 darts. Second one hits for 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
He will also cast
But
darkness
hold
on
on.
himself.
You also hold on. Sorry. You do have the Bardic Inspiration, which if you want it to, hold on. Mode of potential. No. So it's ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It's not a saving throw, right? It's just armor.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, won't do shit there. All right, my bad. Yep. Take your whatever damage you gotta take.
Yep.
Yep. I'm good.
And then it'll be back up to the top with Gladman.
Okay.
Did A and B win already?
Oh, no, they didn't. I'm sorry. Thank you. You're right.
God
So
damn it, Edgar.
before they go, A needs to
Who
do
hired
another
this
wisdom
guy?
save.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Wisdom save on A to 21, correct?
Yes.
Fails.
Okay. They will take 21 points of damage.
21?
Mhm.
Nice.
So they keep taking 5d8 if they start their turn in the.
5d8.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's great.
I upcasted 5th level.
Yeah, you said 5th level, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So as both A and B raise up their weapons to strike against their nearest foes, they burn to a crisp and float away as ash. All that's left are these two orbs of or domes of darkness that you guys can't see through. One resting near Gladwin and under Ebra, and the other over here.
And just call it to Gladwin and say, You've done good so far. Keep it up. 2 more to go."
Yeah. And then that's going to be both of their turns. Back at the top with Gladwin. What do you do? Oh, yeah,
All right.
sorry. Yeah, that's it. Damn, that's their turn. Okay.
Okay, so those two are dead. So we just have Charlie and Delta. What the hell are these circles around them?
It's darkness. You can't see through that.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. But if I rush in there straight to the center point, I can see them though, right?
Nope.
I can't?
Nope.
No, so
Okay.
magical darkness, it exceeds even dark vision. It's magical absolute darkness.
Okay.
So
Like
technically,
Devil
they
Sight can see
also
through it, right?
no. Oh, so Devil Sight can,
Devil
yes.
sight, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that, but I'm just asking.
So just so you're aware, they can't see you either.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have devil sight.
Okay. Well, not too worried about these guys. If I attack in darkness, then it's just a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Hmm. All right. Before I go in there, I will cast Bardic Inspiration on myself. And then I will run in there. to
Is that a bonus
Charlie, I
action or
guess.
just a free action? How does that work?
It's a bonus action.
Okay.
It's a bonus action, and then I will get as close to where I think Charlie is, and then I guess attack him.
Okay. Roll an attack roll with
Thunderous Great
disadvantage.
Club. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, it's a 20.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
an
okay.
11 and a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Um, and I'll use my Bardic Inspiration die. So first I'll do the regular hit to see how much that is. That is an 11. And then my Bardic Inspiration, I think, gives me an extra D8. But I'll confirm that. Yeah, so an extra D8. So 15 total damage.
Okay.
And I don't think I get another attack because that is a two-hander and I need to switch my weapons, which I've obviously fucked up. I need either a finesse or a ranged. But at least for this combat, that's. Do I want to move? Hold on. Yeah, that's pretty far. Oh, I can protect Ebreth though. Oh shit! I grabbed the circle by accident. I'm gonna stand right there between Ebreth and Charlie, and I think I still have a bonus action on top of
No,
that.
your bardic inspiration was your bonus action.
On myself. Yeah. Okay. You're right. That's it then.
Okay. After that, it's Tybalt followed by Ebrath.
All right. I am
Use the
going
restroom.
to take the. Oh, let me see how far it is. So, yeah, this doesn't get me into the circle. I'm going to take the dash action to run into the darkness,
Mhm.
and my spirit guardians will take over from there. So he has to make a 21 wisdom save.
God damn it. Um, let's see. He fails.
Okay, so I'll take the whole damage, 24 points of damage, and movement is restricted. Movement is cut by half.
Okay.
Bonus action, my spiritual weapon will move uh, 30 feet into the darkness and then swing to hit at disadvantage.
Well, actually, as your spirit guardians overtake him, he drops concentration on darkness. You can see him again.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So my spiritual weapon knows exactly where he is and will swing to hit.
Go for it.
That was a 19. 31 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
It's going to be 20 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That was a 7, 8, and then plus 5.
Insane.
All right. I'm good.
All right. After Tybalt, it's Ebra, followed by
Okay.
the Drow.
So I'm still in the darkness, right?
You're just outside of it because you're elevated.
Got it. Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna take a hit to D because I can see him. Firebolt. 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that is gonna be 9 damage.
Okay, D falls dead.
Damn, okay.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Nice.
So here's
There we go.
here's what I want to do. Now that there's
Give him a
one
pile
alive.
driver.
Am I able to okay. Can I try and figure out the dead center of this dome of darkness?
But I asked. He said no.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say no.
Okay.
Unless you want to do so as like a bonus action.
I can't do that only because that's my attack as a bonus action.
I understand, but like to try to inspect something, like you would need to take some time,
Okay.
and that would cost a bonus action.
Yeah, just because I
I
wanted I was gonna try and dive on him, but I get what you're saying.
I would just say take your time because like I have some defensive abilities that can help you because you're very close to me. But obviously it's up to you, and I don't know that your character would even know that at this point. So
Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna do something else.
You can just trust fall and just fall.
yeah, it's a trust fall situation
So
right now.
so the dome is a perfect it's a perfect dome, right?
Correct.
Symmetrical.
It would be a sphere, but
Yeah, okay,
uh,
right. So it's a perfect sphere from what I can see, right?
mhm.
Okay. So what I would like to do is
I might have fucked up the centering on this guy with his dome, so
That's okay.
okay.
so
I
all right,
figure it's
so
pretty close.
what I'm gonna do is knowing I can't pinpoint the direct center of the dome, I'm gonna do a quick calculation in my head, and I am going to cast Fireball right here.
Oh man.
As a bonus action, you can cast Fireball.
Ah, shit. You're right, I can't. As a bonus action, I can't.
Gonna say I'm in there yelling, Ebra,
Please don't.
Okay,
Please
all
it's
right,
this the greatest word. You're gonna ruin this,
all right, fuck
but
it.
it's not a thing at all.
Okay, fuck it. What
So
I'm gonna do then instead is I'm gonna guess, and I am going to attempt to dive off the edge of this roof on top of C.
Okay. Give me
um,
an either athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you
also,
prefer.
like, are you coming down with the people's elbow? Just boom, or like, what are you doing? Because I gotta know.
I'm coming down with my um Eldritch Cannon.
Okay,
But
shooting immediately below you.
my goal is to kind of like catch myself on his shoulders.
Okay.
So acrobatics is what I'm gonna do.
Hold on, because that's like a
Okay.
grapple technically. So that would be an action.
Shit. What?
You can't grapple him and shoot him.
No. I'm not trying to like hold on top of him. I'm just trying to like fall on top of him. I'm not trying to hold on to him. I'm just that's my aim is to land on his shoulders. Like almost on the way down. So okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to like land on his shoulders, and whether or not I fall afterwards, I want my feet because I understand I'm going to be blinded. I want to like hit his shoulders.
Okay, give me your acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you
It
prefer.
was a 23. I can go higher than that. I can go 28 if you need me to go Flash of Genius.
Um, This is tough. I mean, sure, you have a pretty good idea of where the center is.
Okay. So I'm hopping down, little tiny feet hitting the shoulders as I'm coming down, and I am going to force ballista. Ah, bitch. Doesn't matter. I miss.
Yeah,
That would have been sick as fuck though.
that would have been.
It was good up until that
Uh,
point.
It's like
okay.
like something I've noticed
It
in disc
happens.
golf. What you do is like you have like a really good drive, but then it just hits the tree.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So then I would
Why you
honestly,
got to
I
put me on
I'm
blast, Ronnie?
I'm
Not you. I was thinking
falling.
about Andre.
So I'm falling down and tumbling at his feet. Do I feel him as I fall down?
Yeah, but as soon as you lose contact with him, like you have no directional sense at this point because you're in complete darkness. You know that
Okay.
you're on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So no point of reference then at that point as far as like where
Mhm.
he is in relation to me.
Correct.
Okay. Well then that's gonna have to be yeah, it's gonna have to be my I didn't use my action, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, then I'm done. That's my turn. I'm in
Okay.
I'm completely blinded and that's it.
By the darkness.
Yeah,
Quite a turn.
did my
Okay.
best.
Finally, after that, it's the Drow's turn. He's gonna take a swing at you, uh, Gladwin, getting a
Okay.
19 to hit.
I will use my protective wings, and my AC goes up to 20.
Tell me what that is.
So, oh man. Um, okay, so I see his whatever weapon he has, club or sword or whatever, it's
You
coming
don't
up to
see
strike me.
anything. You're in darkness.
Okay, well the wait, so isn't his attack with disadvantage then?
No,
Why not?
you don't know why.
Okay. Either way, I don't see the attack. I sense it coming. I'll put it that way. I sense the attack coming, and when I do, I get my extra bonus to my AC, and when that happens,
Where is this on your sheet? That's what that way I can read along with.
protective wings under Gift of the
Oh, okay.
Metallic
Gift of the
Dragon.
Metallic Dragon. Okay. When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to grant a +4 bonus to your target's AC.
So
So
I can see
you did
myself.
get hit.
I'd
You,
imagine I can see myself.
you can't, but you can feel that you got hit and trigger the reaction.
Okay.
Because it says when you or somebody you can see gets hit, which a 19
Yeah.
does hit your 16. Therefore, that
Right. So
would
I get
trigger it.
hit
So
and I sense it and I can trigger my ability, right?
mhm. Yeah.
So I do. And because it's all covered in darkness, I don't think Ebrath would probably see this, but like as the attack's coming down on me, these two big ass silver wings just and they block the attack.
Yeah, cool. And then after that, he is going to take a second attack against Abrath,
Okay.
getting a 18.
Meets beats.
So you're saying I can't see that, so I can't cast my reaction. Oh, I already used my
Correct.
reaction anyway. It wouldn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true. Abrath, that'll be 19 slashing damage.
Okay,
Damn,
got it.
it's a good hit.
And then from there, he is going to use his movement of there.
Um, so he doesn't trigger reactions,
You can't see him. You've already used your reaction.
but what about Ebreth?
Ebreth, I guess Ebreth could take a attack of opportunity. Did you use your reaction already this turn?
I did not.
No, right? I don't think so.
And
Do you
if
have
it
to be able to
hits, then there
see?
would be a concentration check, right?
Do you have to be able to see on an opportunity attack?
Ooh, that I don't know.
I'll
I
leave
don't
that up
think
to you.
so.
I'm not sure.
I don't think you do.
I don't think so either. It says
It
But does
might
that
be with
but
disadvantage, but
does that apply to range though? Because that's a different thing. Because I don't even have the capability to really attack him physically at this point.
with melee.
Right.
it says certain special the opportunity attack is the most common type. That's specifically not. Opportunity attacks. To make the opportunity attack, use your reaction to make one melee attack against provoking
Yeah.
creature.
So no melee.
Okay.
You don't have a melee weapon or anything?
I don't have anything equipped that's melee.
God
Okay.
damn it,
Yeah.
Andre.
I don't
Okay.
actually I actually don't even have a melee weapon, period.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
his turn.
Well,
We're back up to the
we
top
should
with
fix that.
Gladwin.
We
No,
should
fuck no.
fix that.
No, no, no. No, my guy blast, that's it.
Okay. All right, it's my turn.
Yep.
Uh, well, I think I have a sense for where this dude is. So,
You really wouldn't.
I mean, the darkness follows him, right? Like, there's a certain area
Yeah, but
of
like where
where,
you're at,
but I can see the darkness moving around and
you wouldn't be able
following
to
where
see
he's.
darkness because you're like basically blind.
Okay.
You know, run into him.
All right. Well, like, I'm gonna look for him in the darkness. I don't know what you want me to do or check or like, I don't know. What can I do here? I'm leaving that up to you because I don't know.
I would say you'd be able to use a bonus
Like if I'm
action.
just running around looking for him, like how do we resolve that?
Hmm. Give me a damn, I don't know. Give me a perception or investigation check
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Perception or investigation.
And this
Okay.
would cost you a bonus action just for taking the time to focus on this. Kind of like what I was telling you
Okay.
about earlier.
Okay, it's a 6.
Okay, yeah, you wouldn't know where he's at.
So if I just start swinging blindly, what happens?
Um, well, the attack would be at disadvantage, and you'd have to be within 5 feet.
Okay. So I'm fine with the disadvantage, but the 5 feet, like, what does that mean if I'm just running around swinging?
Well,
Like, I don't know what
if
to do
you're
here.
10 feet away from him and you swing, you only have a 5 foot reach, so that would miss.
Okay. It's about 5 feet from me.
Okay, take your attack with disadvantage.
I mean, that's my measurement right here.
I see it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Attack with disadvantage. 26.
On disadvantage, damn. Yeah, that is.
11 damage.
Okay.
And hold on. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't work because I don't have finesse arranged, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so 11 damage. That was my action, and you already charged me a bonus to try to figure out where he's at. Um, I have movement, but so now, okay, let's make it weird. Um, I hit him, so I clearly know where he's at, and I still have movement.
Mhm.
Can I move towards him?
Yeah, I would say so. Now that you know
Okay,
where he's at.
all right, then I will move like right next to him. Like just blocking movement. Okay, that is my turn.
Okay. After that, it's Tybalt followed by Ebra.
Tybalt is hearing the sounds of impact. He's going to run towards the darkness, and same. He'll use dash to double his distance and just run into the circle.
Yeah, let's do a wisdom 20,000.
Yep, 21 save.
Oh wait, Ronnie, with me hitting the guy, doesn't he have to do a concentration check?
He did.
Oh, he did. Okay, cool.
That's- there's no way for me to pass this. Yeah, he fails.
There's no way
Okay.
to pass this.
He has a +0.
There's no way I will financially recover from this.
So even if I got a nat
Damn,
20,
what
that's
a
still
what a
20.
what a good old reference.
Yeah.
From back before I knew you, Dave, by the way.
Dude, our first our first antagonist was named Carol Baskins.
No
No,
way.
dude, you don't even know. You don't even know. That's the whole
Carol
thing.
Baskins, and she had a menagerie of exotic animals that were like
So
illegally
that was one of the things that I never watched, but I
dude,
know all the details because Brianna watched all of
please
it.
watch it.
That's wild.
Honestly,
That's wild.
I still won't.
Please
You
watch
never
Because
it.
saw
okay,
Tiger King, Andre?
no.
Bro,
It's
I thought I
okay.
knew you. I
It's
thought I
one of
knew
those
you.
things that for whatever reason
Why do my arms look so big? Look at my
I
big
can't
arms.
because you have big arms. That's
Okay,
why.
big arms.
You do have big arms. What are you
I
talking
know it's
about?
the like
Big
maybe four.
ol' big
Oh,
ol'.
I was gonna say this earlier when I was talking about cutting. I'm like, you actually look like you've lost some weight, Ronnie.
I might have lost a bit. Yeah.
You're looking pretty good.
Thanks,
You
man.
might
Look,
have or
looking
you did.
like no, like
I don't have a
I'm gonna
scale
pull
to
a Roy right
confirm.
now.
So
no,
I'm
but
gonna
like
pull a Roy.
even in your face, you're looking good, man.
yeah, thanks, man. I'm working on it. But so anyway, back to Tiger King.
I just I don't know why, but I just can't get into it.
That's okay. It's one of the it's one
Yeah.
of
Dude,
those
it's
things.
so good.
It was just
So
such
good,
a
Andre.
like shock and
Yeah. It was one of
honestly,
those
like
COVID
I can
heat of the
honestly
moment
say that
chills.
every
Mhm.
episode it just escalated more and more that I was like, this can't be
Yeah.
fucking real. And it
Yeah.
was. It was all 100% real.
But it did hit a peak and then it was like, okay, now it's
Yeah, and then they because once he was in prison, they were like, all right, how much can we do with this guy? You know? But
Yeah.
and then they went on their like weird tangent about the other guy that had like the sex cult.
yeah,
Mhm.
That one was kind of weird, but
No, because it
it
was
was a
supposed to be
little
about
weird.
all of them,
yeah.
and then it took a turn. Anyway, 16 damage.
Okay.
And that's
Is that
all I
another
can
concentration
do.
check?
Yeah, that one's gonna drop it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck your darkness.
You know, I believe in a thing called love.
I don't.
Just listen to the
Just
rhythm
into
of
the
my
rhythm of
heart.
my heart.
Getting down when we're making
No, thank
love.
you. No, thank you.
I
All right,
believe
dude, these
in
are
a thing
my
called love.
bonus action to move my spiritual
Get
weapon
down.
closer.
Go for it.
That's it. Yeah, I just moved it closer.
Yeah.
That's where it's at now.
All right. Ebrath, you are suddenly able to see. Your eyes are kind of blinded for a split second, but you see Tybalt and Gladwin in front of you with C on the other side of them. What are you doing?
I'm like, oh shit. And I immediately spin around and level both my cannons at sea and let that bitch loose.
Ronnie, you're gonna hate me. Can you
I already
just tell
do.
us a quick, like, I know you do. You can just tell us just real quick. I'm not even asking for a lot, but like, what do these guys look like?
Like that.
Yeah, but are they?
That's what they look like. You said real quick.
Okay. So 16 to hit.
A hits. Wait, actually, yeah, that's it.
So they're like
Oh,
dark elves?
nice. Yeah, they're drow. Drows are dark elves.
All of them look like that? Okay.
All
All all
Skull
dr-
ass
all
motherfucker.
all drow are dark elves. So
I
that's a
know that. I
17
know that.
damage.
I know. I'm
they all
just
look different. If that helps you out,
17
like they're all
damage.
different tokens.
trying to say they all look the same, Andre?
Damn, bro.
17
Damn,
damage.
damn, bro. Yeah, dude, they're dead. They're
Okay,
all dead.
cool. So then so that last one's dead.
All of them.
I'm gonna step
It's
up
end
to
of
its
combat.
corpse. I'm gonna step up to its corpse and fucking unload one last one. And then look up at Gladwin and say, "Do you see what I'm saying? Like it was a kindness to say that you and I should fight rather than this fucking crazy motherfucker. Do you see what he just did?" Anyway, look, man, I don't know if I like you, but you held your own. You helped us out. I'm gonna pull out my alchemy jug and say, the three of us are gonna have some drinks tonight at our spot. Gonna stay with us, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with you. Sound good?
Well, Brett, yes. I mean, how can we not after a victorious night like this?
So I'm gonna go. I'm
You
gonna.
are in the company of the best bard in the world.
All right,
I'm
man.
gonna
We gotta stop that shit.
I'm gonna draw my spirit guardians as he's no longer an ally. He's now
Oh no.
he's now an enemy.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna pull like I'm gonna shake my. I'm gonna like think about my alchemy jug. I'm gonna shake it. I'm gonna uncork it and offer you a quaff.
yes. And as wait, are either of you even hurt?
Mm, me, but barely. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
It's not. I got hit one
Um,
time.
okay. So as I walk up and I will accept alchemy jug and take a swig of it, at the
It's
same
but
time, I give you a big old slap on the chest. Like, remember the
ugh.
WWE where they would like slap
Yeah,
each
yeah, yeah,
other?
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
fucking, and it was like fake as fuck, but like you could tell it kind of hurt.
yeah.
Um, I will do that, and I will cast a just a level one cure wounds on you, and you're gonna heal for 15 HP.
Or okay. I'll be like, ooh. Are you damaged at all?
No, like I
Okay.
didn't even get touched.
So so I, I will say as you take your swig,
Yeah.
it is like it's not ale, it's grog, but it's like the best grog you've ever tasted. Like
Fuck yeah.
it'd be like the finest scotch
Hmm.
ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Down. I'm down.
And as you take a quaff, I offer it behind me to my boy Tybalt.
And I take it and take a swig.
Please tell me you're going to use your bardic inspiration as part of that because it's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration to
All right.
So
So
pass the Constitution saving throw.
so as you do, you have all the little motes floating around, right? Um, I don't even know which one's a cool one. Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. You can like add the die to any of those. So,
I would say saving throw to the con because it's much stronger than ale.
and if
Yeah.
you do use it for a saving throw, you get temp HP equal to whatever you roll plus 4. So you get a D8 that you get to roll plus a 4 for your temp HP. Not that there's a saving throw actually involved, but um, yeah, all of my bardic inspirations have cool little extra effects,
Nice.
As Tybalt
which I
takes it, I go and I take like a much longer drought than I think Gladwin would have anticipated. I
yeah,
cork it,
for
then I
sure.
throw it back into my bag of holding. And I say,
So by this point, just for point of clarity, by this point it's probably what, Ronnie, like 10, 11 at night. Like it's dark,
Yeah, it's
probably.
it's it's evening now. If it's people
Okay.
are going home.
So like having finished the battle and like I'm unscathed and you guys are already gonna hate me for this, but um just comment and be like, well, clearly they didn't touch the best bard in the world because they're afraid of me. That's it. Where are we staying tonight,
All
boys?
right, let me take some liberty with that, Dave.
Okay, please do, because I feel like I'm the asshole here.
"Oh,
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I have an idea though. Can I run something by you
No,
real
no,
quick?"
no, no. Hold on, hold on.
Ah, fuck.
Dave Gladwin says, clearly you guys are um appreciative of my skill and might as I went through the battle unscathed, unlike two of you.
And I'll say, Gladwin, like I said, you'll stay with us at our villa tonight. I say, Tybalt, I think it's time we head in. And as we start making our way, I put everything away and I touch Gladwin and I vortex warp him in this chimney.
What?
It's a spell I
Wait,
have.
what? You vortex? What? You what?
I vortex warped you.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a spell.
Tell me what it does, because I don't know that one.
So you can you can save for it. It's a con 19. If you fail, I literally fucking warp you to an area that is it's a spot. Yeah, I can't put you in water or anything like that. Um, but I can move you 90 feet at my will.
Okay. Um,
Well, do the con save.
con save. All right. Where the hell are you trying to move me to? It's only an 11.
Yeah, so I just move you to the top of the chimney just because you're being an asshole.
Uh, not being an asshole.
Kinda, a little bit. You're rubbing it in our face that you came out unscathed.
Uh, okay. All right. I'm at the top of the chimney. Fuck it.
And that's it. That's I'm not doing
Okay.
anything like I'm not attacking you. I'm not doing damage. That's it. And I'm as we start walking to the villa, I call over my shoulder. I'm like, "Come on, better catch up."
I'm just like falling down the chimney now.
No, so you wouldn't be like going down, you'd be like right there. Because I can't
Oh,
put you in
like on
like,
the edge.
yeah, so I can't put you like in the middle of space. You have to be like on something that has ground.
Okay. So do I perceive that Abrath is the one that put me here?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I had to
Okay.
touch you. I had to touch you
So
to do it.
all right, as I get ported up there, I yell out, "Cool! I healed you, and this is what you did. That's cool. It's fine."
I did give you a silver, and I just keep walking towards the villa. But like, we're not doing it quickly. We're doing it like slowly so you can easily follow us. It was more just like a minor inconvenience.
And I think as it happens, I'm like, right, I'm like almost falling in, and then I'm like, it's just that brat. That's how we get along. I'll get him back. I come back unless there's some kind of check involved or whatever, but
No,
I'll
no,
come
no.
back.
Yeah, no, it was just a one time to
I'll
move
come
you.
back, and I don't
We're
know how
walking
high
at that point we're just walking to the villa.
You'd be able to get
yeah, I don't
down, no
know.
problem. Yeah, you'd be able to get down, no
Yeah, I
problem.
don't know how high that is, but I'll just walk along and come back. And then if I like I'd imagine I'd catch you guys somewhere around here.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I would say that like you're catching us a little farther down the way, like you have to catch up to us.
Yeah, like yeah, that makes sense.
And
Um
it literally was just meant to be a minor inconvenience, just like a little dick move.
yeah. And but like as I
Like
catch
when you
up to
step
you, I'm
on the
like,
back of somebody's shoe as they're
And
walking.
I will say like
I know how you are. We're good. This is what friends do, right? And I just run up and like, nah, like give you a noogie and shit like that.
I will say that I stop into the tavern and give them an extra 20 gold for the
Um,
inconvenience.
Shelly winks at you and blows you a kiss.
Okay. I am
Damn.
gonna take 20 out of my
Cool.
inventory just to be like, hey, sorry guys, we
Yeah,
broke
they're
through your
super
windows and
stoked.
shit. Yeah.
If I catch wind of this, I'll be like, yeah, bro, like, all right, you got a little thing going here.
And I'll just roll my eyes at Tybalt and like, he doesn't understand. It's okay.
And then I start to play a little song about like Ebrath and Shelley.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I'm like, ugh. So I'm gonna look at Tybalt and say, I'm I'm a little more drunk than I thought.
Yeah. And
Do we
and
just
remember it's lightly out of tune.
do we just
Um if I
I
may, I'm gonna ask Ebrath to give me a little perception check. And if it's
okay.
low, like he thinks this is a great song
Okay.
about him and Shelley.
All right. Perception check?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
It's an
know what else.
18.
And let me combat it with the performance check. Oh yeah, no, you whoop me. So 15 versus 18. So pick up on the fact that like I fucking suck.
you know what it
But
sounds
you're
like to you,
like
Brad?
Hmm?
As he's walking along, it sounds very much like that Cheech and Chong song where
Oh yeah, yeah.
he's just like, breath and Shelly doing stuff. But it's just like kind of shitty. But like
yeah,
there's
kind of
enough
shitty.
there's enough like enthusiasm that you're like,
I'm like, all
Yeah,
right, that's and I'm also a little drunk. I'm like,
yeah,
that's not terrible.
yeah,
yeah. Like you're kind of sort of into it, but it's like it's shitty.
I'm
yeah.
like, all right, well, we gotta get
He's like,
home.
Shelly said, hold me now.
I'm like, we
Some
have
6
drinking to
feet
do.
from.
We'll talk about our plans in the morning.
I love it. I love it.
All right, guys. I think that's a good spot.
I think so.